Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope everyone's having a great morning. We got a little bit of weather today, a little bit of snow. And yeah, we're getting ready to go. And I'm hoping today is the damn day to sign Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and get this thing done with, get this thing over with. So I made a mistake last night. Apparently, there was some news I put out that I got tricked on. Nothing serious. It was really on the news about the Bengals and the Eagles having the same offer. Because there was some stuff coming out. This is what happens sometimes. There was some stuff that was coming out on some guy from Bengals Athletic that was putting out some stuff, and apparently the guy was fake. I don't know. But the real news is that Chauncey wants to stay in Philadelphia. That's the real news. And interesting enough with what's going on right now. And look, the Cowboys just signed safety Donovan Wilson, $13.5 million, fully guaranteed, worth up to 24 for 3 years. Some of these other safeties aren't even getting paid. Like Bates is getting paid 16 a year. Wilson from the Cowboys just got paid like what, $6 to $8 million. These other safeties are only getting paid $6 to $8 million a year right now. So I don't know if there's like a drop off or something's going on. Obviously, the longer that we get into this whole thing with Chauncey, the longer that he's not signed, the better it is for us, because I feel like Howie is still really trying to fight. Howie's really trying to still fight and get him signed. It's just crazy right now. I mean, I saw Taylor Heineke just signed as a backup to the Falcons. Is that true? I mean, that's kind of nuts for $20 million. I mean, that's a hefty. That's a little hefty, isn't it? It's a little too much. So wait, I mean, that's a good. I mean, I don't know, dude. That's kind of crazy. Unless I was seeing crap earlier, I don't even know. Yeah, that's nuts, dude. That's freaking nuts. But 118 people in the chat. I appreciate everybody being here today to join me on a day 3 reaction of free agency. We're going to stream for a few hours. We're going to chill out. We're going to do our thing. But, and just kind of go through Twitter and see what's going on and what the Eagles are going to do today. So it looks like with Jason Kelce, I think they gave him a little bit of a pay raise from what I heard yesterday. I don't know. Obviously he deserves it, but we got to find out, what's going on. So we'll see. But yeah, appreciate being here. We got Earth, Air, Fire, Water. What's going on, dude? We got Jersey Piv. What's going on? Eagle season. David, LeProd. What's going on? We got Elliot Petoskey. What's going on, dude? Jordan. We got Isaac Javier. We got Splendid 64. Gustavo Meza. What's going on? Philly Wyatt. What's going on? Frylock. Kavai Jones. We got Vortex. Bang Bang Bird Gang. What's going on? LeBron Riser. What's going on, dude? He says, "What's up, Joey Shakes? Cowboys signed Donovan Wilson to a 3-year deal and restructured Michael Gallup's contract." Interesting. So that contract is interesting to me for Donovan Wilson for 3 years. And the market. What is the market for Chauncey right now? I mean, has it went down? Is it more? Like, this is what I don't get. Even I think this really gave you a big sign, and me and Philly actually talked last night for a bit, kind of after everything that happened. And what we kind of thought was, it's weird that you're losing. There's no way you're losing 2 safeties. After, I think when Marcus Epps got signed by the Raiders, that was kind of a panic that, not in a bad way, but it was kind of weird how if they were letting Marcus Epps walk on top of it, it's kind of showing right now that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson might be back. Because why would they let Marcus Epps walk? And he didn't really get paid too much. It was, what, $14 million 2 years, something like that. I forgot what the numbers were. It was like $14 million 2 years. He was affordable to come back. You know what I mean? He was affordable. I'm trying to look at this contract right now. Let me see here. I don't know why I can't find it. The numbers really weren't that bad. So why would they let Marcus, if they were letting Marcus Epps, there's no way they're letting Chauncey and Epps walk, but I understand that Reed Blankenship is here too, but I think that even makes it even better, to be honest, of what's even going on. So interesting enough, there's a lot going on here. What's going on, Yacht, Top G Howie, Manhunt, what's going on? Merrim, ACG Sports is Chauncey Gardner-Johnson will resign today or tomorrow. I'm hoping so. I'm really hoping so. Hoping to God that it happens. Dar Brown says Birds are waiting to see what happens to make Hurts and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson the highest paid at their position. Yeah, I mean we already know that. I mean we already know that Hurts is going to get. If I'm going to guess, Hurts is going to get between $50 to $54 million. 50 to 54. I think that's where it's going to go. With Chauncey Gardner, with Jalen Hurts. Are those CJ Sean Payton links real? Sean Payton links? What are you talking about? Yeah, he's been acting like that. It says Paris Campbell from the Colts is a name to look out for. Wide receiver from the Colts, 6'2", 208 pounds, 25 years old, could be a wide receiver 3. I thought he was actually. I thought the Eagles had a lot of interest in him as well. I don't know if they're looking at a number 3 receiver. They could. I mean, we've been seeing the Adam Thielen, kind of recruiting by Slay. I'm interested to see if they actually sign it. I mean, they have to give Quez Watkins competition this offseason. They have to get somebody in here to give him some competition. Or if they already feel like Quez had so much of a down year that he really has to fight his way back up and they want somebody else at that wide receiver 3 spot, then I guess that's what they do, right? I mean, I guess that's what they do. Let me put the chat up on the phone real quick. It's morning, guys. I'm always out of sorts by this time. This way I got it on here and we're good to go. Yeah. Ready to go. Interesting. Christian, what's going on, man? He says, wait. So the Commanders got rid of their 2 QBs and aren't in reach of any top QBs in the draft. What's their? I don't know, dude. I mean, it's obviously not. I mean, is it Lamar Jackson? I mean, if Lamar Jackson goes to the Commanders, that's gonna be a big move. That would be a huge move by the Commanders getting Lamar Jackson with those weapons that they have there already, with those receivers. I mean, with Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin and that offensive line, the running backs they have. I mean, that would be a really good move for them going forward. A really big move. So we'll see. Don't say, what up, Joey? We'll be right back to the Super Bowl this year. Don't worry how he got us. It's going to be interesting, guys. Like, just think about this. If the Eagles are able to sign, even if the Eagles are able to sign Chauncey and for some reason they sign Bradbury, like you already got Nakobe Dean at middle linebacker, add a little counterpiece to that. Like, all they got to do at defensive end, you're pretty good now. Bringing Brandon Graham back, having Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat. They add a rotational guy in the draft later on. Just imagine if they can get a top defensive tackle in this draft. You're looking pretty good right now. They, maybe they sign Calais Campbell as a depth signing, something like that. It might not take much to get this defensive roster back together. Is there going to be as much depth on this roster? I don't know, but it might not take much to get that. The plan might come all together in a couple months. I mean, Howie might get this defense back and rolling. The Eagles got to get younger, especially with that Jalen Hurts contract coming into fruition now. You have to get younger, and they are getting younger. But next year with those comp picks, that's what's going to be really interesting, because technically you're going to have 11, 12 draft selections, depending on, the Hargrave signing. That gives us a comp pick already. I think a 3rd round pick, a 3rd to a 4th. But they're going to have an extra 3 to 4 3rd to 4th round picks next year. And when you have that extension going through for Jalen Hurts next year, you have got to draft really, really well. And I think the Eagles the past couple seasons have been aggressive. They've moved up in the draft. They traded back. They've gotten draft capital. They've been really smart. And they've drafted pretty good the past couple years and made some really good trades. So you need draft capital next year, because now you have to rely on your draft when you're paying a quarterback when that extension goes through. I think that's what's going to be really important too. So I think this can all really come together nicely, and Howie's really smart. So what's going on, Philly Wyatt? Shane said, "What up, Joey? Love the stream. Appreciate it so much, Shane." Mayor said, "What's going on, Mayor?" Said 49ers free agent cornerback Emmanuel Mosley has received significant interest from the Eagles and Vikings, amongst others. Interesting. So that could tell us right there, if that's even true, that could tell us right there that interesting. That they could not, maybe they're not going to sign Bradbury. Now, Bradbury said he was waiting on the Dolphins signed Raheem Mostert for a 2-year deal. Yeah, I remember Raheem Mostert for a long time. Interesting enough. That's pretty good. Look, if they're interested in signing a cornerback, that could mean that Bradbury's not coming back. But I don't know, man. I mean, could CJ be a depth signing mostly because, this draft, maybe they're not interested in any of these corners. Maybe they don't want to draft a corner at 10. I know they haven't done it in a long time in the first round. I know that Sidney Jones would have been a first round pick for the Eagles. But it's a long shot, but we'll see. Where is this? Let me check this news on Emmanuel Mosley. I'm not seeing it on Twitter for some reason. Hold on. I just want to make sure I can see this. Interesting. Okay, so that is true. All right, so keep an eye on free agent Emmanuel Mosley. So keep an eye on a 49ers free agent cornerback Emmanuel Mosley. Have spoken with 2 playoff teams today who like him. Also told Mosley will be 100% ready for camp. Only 26 years old. He had a pick 6 as well. 5 pass selections, 1 tackle for a loss before suffering a torn ACL. Okay, so he's going to be cheap because he had a torn ACL. So I get it. So we'll see. Hey, you know what? A guy coming off injury is probably going to be cheap, and obviously, these are the type of guys that are going to, these are the type of guys that are going to be, that the Eagles are going to have interest in. Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, I didn't even know he had a torn ACL. I had no idea. Oh, my bad, bro. My bad. Oh, you did tag me. Okay. All right. I'm just wondering. I didn't see that. I said CJ meddling Bengals and Broncos. Yeah, so the new news that came out last night as well is that he filed a bunch of players on the Broncos. So we'll find what's going on. We'll find out what's going on with that. Nate the Great says, "What up, Joey? My wife and I are hoping today is a big day for Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, dude. Like, all I really care is all I care about is getting Chauncey. That's all I really care about right now. And after that, I'm just gonna let everything flow the way it flows. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm kind of looking at right now. Yo, tell me what's going on, dude." Shane says, "More informed than all Eagles media. Props to you, Joey. Keep it up." Hey, dude, I was up all night last night. I didn't go to bed until like 1 a.m, probably last night. And then I literally sat down, and yeah, I didn't last too long last night. So pause. But you know what I mean. Gambo says 54 million in dead cap. We don't have the money. I would just give it time, bro. Like the Eagles haven't restructured Lane Johnson. This whole thing with Slay hasn't even went through yet on this possible restructure / extension for him. What's going on with this thing with Slay? I mean, still, nothing's going on yet, and it's kind of crazy. But yeah, Greenfinger 5 said, "What up, Joey? What do you think about grabbing defensive end, defense tackle at 10, whether it's Georgia boys and then Jahmyr Gibbs at 30? I would be so down for that. I would be really down for that. I would get Gibbs at 30. I would have no issue with that whatsoever. If they have that much interest in him. But grabbing a DT, whether it's Kalijah Campbell, whether it's Kalijah Cansey, sorry, I'm thinking about Calais Campbell. Kalijah Cansey, Jalen Carter, interesting. So the Seahawks have the fifth, I forgot what pick, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th pick, whatever it is. The Seahawks had a lot of interest in defensive tackle. They signed what's his face from the Broncos the other day, which is really interesting now. So Now I'm trying to figure out, is this open up where Jalen Carter really falls to our lap at 10? Okay. He falls to our lap at 10. Now you have to watch the Chicago Bears at 9. That's the one you're going to probably have to jump. And look, the Eagles have been very aggressive the past couple seasons moving up in the draft. They could move up past the Chicago Bears to go get Jalen Carter. So it would be interesting. No, nothing. We haven't done much right now. We've got some stuff done. Like Kelsey's here for another year at least. That's huge for our offense because if Kelsey retires, man, that's a big hole. Then you have to move Juergens at center, and then you don't have a right guard. I'm not having Jack Driscoll at right guard. That would have been a huge problem right now. And these guards are getting paid a lot of money, so they weren't dipping in free agency for that. Nigel Damday says Mosley is a dog but injury prone. Yeah, I just read that he had an ACL last year, which I didn't even know. So, that's what the Eagles can really afford right now. So, Bleeding Kelly Green, what's going on, dude? I hope you're having a good day, man. There's nothing on CJ right now. There's nothing on CJ right now. There's been no news like all day today. All day. Tommy Voss says Von Bell, $6 million, Bates, $16 million. Feel more confident we can sign CJ between 16.5 to 19. Is it higher though? I mean, why would Jesse Bates leave for 16 mil? And like, why? I mean, that's what I kind of don't get. Unless Jesse Bates did not want to return to Cincinnati, regardless, he kind of wanted to move on. It was that what happened. So is Chauncey more money than 16 a year? That's does Chauncey want to be a top 5 paid safety? You know what I mean? I don't know. CJ Davis, what's going on, dude? Kyle says, "What up, bro? Big Sills thinks we dead in the water, not even making." I don't even care what that guy says. Like, the only way I find out about what Sills says is because everybody follows him and they always retweet his crap. So I don't even pay attention to it. I don't care what he has to say. The guy was just on vacation. He comes back. He's talking crap about the Eagles that they're screwed this year, whatever the case may be with that. I'm sorry, I'm very late on this chat right now. We have a super chat from Vanny. What's going on, man? Appreciate it so much. He says, Joey, how is this draft compared to other recent draft talent-wise? To you, we're doing a fantastic job. Well, yeah, because the running back, I mean, you have, from what Daniel Jeremiah said, and I could definitely agree with it. I mean, it comes to like the deepest positions in this draft are like defensive end, tight end, running back, cornerback. You have some really good positions. This is actually the perfect year for the Philadelphia Eagles on certain positions. Defensive tackles pretty good too, at least for at least 5 or 6 players that could start and do a pretty good job. And I think this is a perfect year for what's available in the draft for the Eagles of need right now at certain positions. So I feel really good about it. We got to see what free agency kind of dictates us a little bit, what happens in the draft. We'll kind of get to that. Because it's going to come around the corner, guys. Like, it's going to come really quick. What happens, in the next few weeks? I mean, we're going to be already in draft month really soon. So it should be pretty interesting, man. But I appreciate the super chat so much, dude. Nay says, how the heck can 49ers afford so many big names? Also wonder how high we need to move second first to get Bijan. Yeah, I don't know. They're going to probably have to use that second round pick in 24 to move up. They're going to have to use the 31, and they're going to have to use the extra second round pick we have from the Saints in the 24 draft to move up. I think that's what it might take that. So, Fan says nobody really needs a safety like that, so Chauncey Gardner wouldn't have been snatched up. Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. Why isn't he snatched up yet? He should have signed yesterday if it was that easy for teams that wanted him that badly. You know what I mean? If teams really wanted him that badly, then I don't know why he's not signed yet, because I think the Eagles are really trying hard. And obviously the news was coming out like his primary destination is to come back to Philadelphia. He wants back in Philly. But it, comes down to money, comes down to, what he's going to, I don't know how long he's going to wait. I mean, how long are we going to have to wait for this? So that's a whole nother thing. You know what I mean? Silly Ho is a funny guy. We got a super chat from Vanny. He says Witherspoon, bro. Like Witherspoon is the number one corner in this draft. Most polished, most NFL ready, most physical. Has that pushback mentality. Has that. Imagine having Chauncey and Witherspoon in the secondary. Oh my god, that'd be really fantastic, man. I'd be really excited for that. I'd be really excited for him to come back. Fami and Cecilio's literally a troll. He said Slay was going to get traded for a second. Yeah, that's definitely not happening. Rock says the Eagles will be back in the playoffs next year. Reason one: offense wins games, defense wins championships. New DC is going to be a Hall of Fame coach. Hey, dude, I'm giving Sean Desai a chance. I don't know what he's going to bring to the table, but hopefully a lot better than what we had. You know what I mean? Like, so if you take Sean Desai under Vic Fangio for a few years as a quality control guy with the Bears, and then they actually, if you guys don't know, I didn't put this news out. Probably will put it out in the next video today. Yeah, so the Eagles did sign their corner coach. He was the defensive quality control guy for the Bears the past couple years. He is a new corner coach. I forgot his name, but he's around. So new DC is going to be a Hall of Fame. So we'll see. We'll see what John Desai does, man. He's got a lot. I mean, we don't know how many players he's going to have. What this defense is going to look like in a month or two. I mean, hopefully great. So that's it. Man, PS2 says, yeah, Dan Stilio said Hurts would never throw for 3,500 yards. He said it was impossible, and he threw far away more this season. Yatsa Dancilio is right. Eagles can't win paying Hurts and losing the roster. Yeah, but to a certain extent, though, like look what the Chiefs did. Like, look at that high, powerful offense that they have. They had two rookie cornerbacks. You know what I mean? Like, not the best defense. They, obviously they have a good defensive coordinator over there, and I think that's what made the difference this year. But your high-powered offense is where it's going to really take charge. If they add a running back in this draft, the Eagles are going to be pretty unstoppable. You know what I mean? What's your strong suit right now? It's your offense, Robert says Kalijah Cancel would be a nice pickup. Do you think he is a small? No, I think he's average size. I don't think he's too small. At first, I thought he was, but no, I think he's pretty average. Let's see. What's going on, Dank says, was Aaron Donald too small? That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. LeBron says, Joey Shakes, I've been watching a lot of Deontay Bates film and could look really good with our defense. Yeah, it might be a good pick. The draft's going to be really interesting. Kid Alice Cecilio went from the Eagles are still number one, number two seed in the NFC because of the offense 2 weeks ago and have no importance because we lost 4 guys. He admits we were planning on keeping anyway. Well, look at the NFC right now, dude. Like Brady's not in the NFC. It looks like Aaron Rodgers is going to be gone. Like, what is there to really be afraid of in the NFC? The Eagles have a huge chance to make the playoffs this year. Should win the division, get into the playoffs and get done with it. But I think they'll be fine. Tom says, not a fan of Witherspoon due to the fact he does not high point the ball. He's small, slower than the top 2 cornerbacks. I think he's the most polished guy. I think him and Gonzalez. I like Joey Porter a lot. So we'll see. Rock says, do you think Chauncey will go Denver because Sean Payton drafted him? I don't know. I mean, there could be. I mean, he followed a bunch of Denver players last night, so I'm not sure. He deleted those tweets that he was flaunting with some of those Bengals players. So those tweets were actually deleted. And then obviously the other, and then Sean Payton, yeah, it could be. Sean Payton was always against why he actually commented on when he was, obviously he wasn't the head coach at the time, but he commented on the trade that the Eagles made for Chauncey and said, like, he didn't understand why the Saints gave him up for nothing. He said the same thing about the Malcolm Jenkins trade on why, that they made a mistake and shouldn't have got rid of him, so. Mingo says for 1,000, Brian Dawkins has a coaching gig and stepped down. Chris says he definitely didn't say we were making the Super Bowl before the season started. Let's see here. Dank says hand usage and leverage will help him. You don't know the same D line, so we'll be fine. The problem I have with Hargrave going to the 49ers is that it definitely help. Apparently, it's supposed to help their run defense. Hargrave is bad at run defense. That's the whole thing. You're getting a good pass rusher out of Hargrave, but he's a below average run stuffer. Below average. He's not a good run stuffer at all. 100% true. That's why I don't get, like, I get you got to pay him that much money, but if you want him as a pass rusher, fine. But to match somebody up with Armstead is where they were kind of looking at going into this year. You know, getting another guy to kind of complement him a little bit. But you're not complimenting him on the run stuff ability. You're complimenting him on the pass rush. And he's a below average run stuffer. He's not good against the run at all. So at $21 million a year, you know, I don't know. Kind of makes no sense to me at all, but that's just what these guys get paid. He definitely deserves it. Roberts is right. Jordan Davis is the softest player on this team. Thanks. Donald was no Donald. If that's the case, then Donald would have gone number one. Mr. Ruby pushes Niners bank on a guy named Makovitz at right tackle. Hassan is going to feast. So what, they lose what? They lost their left tackle and their right tackle? Thanks. Says he went 13. Would say can't say what about a player if they haven't played. That goes for anyone. Mayhunt says Niners all damn day is like brother trying to get revenge on his big brother. I don't think that I don't think he's a Niners fan at all. I think he's definitely not a Niners fan for some reason. I got that feeling. So he must have we have to trade up for Jalen Carter to replace Hargrave. That's the key to our defense next year. Mr. Rupu says, y'all thought Kinlaw was bad at run defense. You will have to see Hargrave. I'm telling you, he's not good. You guys don't have run stuffers at all, dude. You signed Hargrave to help the run game. You signed Hargrave for that reason, bro. They're not good against the run. Simple as that. Armstead is your only good player on that defensive line against the run. Other than that, that's it. And Hargrave's not that guy. For pass rush, he's great, but that's it. Jack says Chauncey was traded because they saw him as a slot, but we wanted to be paid as a safety, so let him go. Yeah, no, I totally get why he was traded. I get it, but I'm shocked on the draft compensation that we gave up for him. Derek said, I think all we got to do is chill on Jordan Davis slander. He flashed multiple times, wasn't given as many opportunities because of the guys that probably will unleash him next year. Yeah, he was playing perfectly fine before the high ankle sprain. He was fine. I had no issue with him. He was as his run stuff ability, he was perfect. He got the high ankle sprain, then they signed Sue and Linval Joseph, and then that was pretty much it. And then he came back and he lost. Apparently, he was working on his conditioning while he was rehabbing a little bit and he was doing a little extra stuff, so he came back, and hopefully a really good second year. So, Dane says Kelsey got 14 million. Where is this money coming from? I thought we only had we didn't have 6. We had with the Kelsey restructure, the Jake Elliott restructure for $2.5 million each, and then Brett Toth I think was like $1 million. So they had like 10.5, and then they pretty much gave Brandon Graham like $2 to $3 million, even though it was a $6 million contract. So I don't know how the money works in a lot of ways because Kelsey was already on contract going into this year. So and obviously AJ Brown is going to start his contract this year, which really isn't. I don't think it's that much. I think his bigger cap number is after this year. So interesting enough. I don't think the Niners have enough run defenders, bro. I think that's the problem. I think that on that side, I think that's where they need a run defender, and I don't think they signed the right guy. I like drafting corner at 10 and trading up from 30 to try and get Kalijah Kancey at around 20. John says, how many compensatory picks we get right now as of next year players signed? I don't know. So right now, all I know is that we have one for Hargrave. But as of right now, other than that, that's all I could really tell right now. Mayo says, glad you know he's a $50 million man. Robert says Jordan Davis was playing well until he got injured. He'll be fine. Yeah, we'll see, dude. But he's got to work on conditioning. He needs to do a lot. He needs to have a crazy offseason this offseason. He's got to, because I'm telling you, when we drafted him, all I said was they have to maintain his weight, because if he doesn't maintain his weight, he's going to lose explosiveness. That's what could happen with him. So that's what we got to watch out for. Dar says, Niners fans talking like they beat us. Vanny says, didn't even think about energy out there. Witherspoon, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Let's see here. I don't know what comp picks we have right now. The one that we have is a get for Hargrave. Other than that, there's nothing reported on what other comp picks we have for next year. Like Miles hasn't signed yet. The running back market has been really bad right now. Like the market is bad right now. That's why a lot of these running backs get franchise tagged, because they don't want to sign these running backs to long-term deals. So Bradbury hasn't signed yet. Samalo hasn't signed yet. So we only have one comp pick right now. Until those guys sign, I think we'll get comp picks for those guys, but that's really it. So we got a super chat from Rudy Poo. What's going on, man? He says 49ers thought process. Let's add an already number one defense, but downgrade at right tackle. Niners don't realize they lost dude to pass protection. Yeah, I mean, you want to make sure your quarterback's protected for next year. You don't want him to get, if Purdy's the guy, you don't want him to get all messed up next year. Jackson Kelsey contract more of a signing bonus than variable years, which is part of our cap hell. Slick says, why aren't we talking about Deonta Foreman from the Panthers as a free agent running back option? He has over 100 yards multiple times last year. McCaffrey got traded, and he'll be cheap. Now, does he have an injury issue? Does Foreman have an injury issue? Chris, what's going on, dude? Says Howie just needs to match the Bengals guaranteed money for Chauncey to stay. Well, I think that news was fake, bro. I don't think that was real. I don't think it was real that the Eagles had the same offers as the 49ers, as the Bengals. So Robert says we have to keep an eye on the weight of a first round pick. Not good. He's supposed to that anyway. Yeah, I know. But that's how I feel that's how I feel about it. It's unfortunate. Jordan Davis really needs to have a great year. I'm not looking at him to be some big pass rusher next year. I'm looking at him to be a run stuffer and getting that complimentary piece next to him. But if he gets those one-on-ones, yeah. If he gets those one-on-ones, I expect him to, he's not a guy that's going to get double-digit sacks. He's not going to have 8 to 10 sacks a year. He's going to have like 4 to 6 sacks, maybe even that, so that's when it kind of comes down to. John says, bro's Niners fan all day, and even a Niners fan. His name is William Burney, and he's a Cowboys fan. Ew, boy. Yeah, I don't get how a Niners fan is watching Dan Sileo and all the Eagles stuff. So oh my God, somebody just got exposed, bro. somebody just got exposed. Oh my God. Oh, that's really bad. Somebody just got exposed. All right, well, this isn't a Niners chat, bro, so come in with your real account, bro. I'm done. We're talking about Eagles free agency. Spamming the chat every 2 seconds. Wow. He can go. He can go. Yo. Oh my God. That's horrible, dude. Like, you guys, wow. William Burney. Wow. Unreal. Somebody found out who that guy was. Oh my God. I love it. I love you guys. I love you guys. Oh my God. I love it. He's really trying to fight it off. All right, bro. Come on now. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. Come on now. This free agency for the Eagles, bro. Just go. Just get out of here. Just get out of here. Go talk in someone else's chat. Peace. James says people keep talking about bringing certain players back, and then we know they will fit the new defensive scheme. Wow. Bernie. I see him in so many chats, and I see him in all the Eagles, like Philadelphia Eagles live streams. It's really sad, dude. Like, people have that much time. He can go. He can go. This is Eagles free agency, bro. This is Eagles free agency, dude. Let him do something else with himself. His real name is Bernie. Grim Max says there's no really need to add to the offense, folks. Yeah, well, no, there's a lot of dude. There's like, why is everybody so contemplated on like not adding any firepower to this offense? Why not? Like, I would upgrade the wide receiver 3 position. I would get a run. Why does, like, as much as you don't want to pay running backs, but if you draft a running back, if you got Gibbs at 31, like, you won't have to worry about a running back for 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, that's that's what I take out of it. Like, you don't even have to sign Gibbs after his contract's up. Like, if you just getting a running back is going to keep him in the building for 5 years, and you won't have to worry about the position for a long time. You know, so add more fire. It's like, oh, there's no reason to add fire, but why not add more firepower? Why not try to get more points on the board? You know what I mean? Like, you're willingly gonna, if you trade, like, I understand trading for Derrick Henry is probably impossible, but you know, nothing's impossible with Howie Roseman. No one guessed we're gonna trade for AJ Brown last year. So that's just what it is, man. That's what it is. Elijah Moore to Philly, that'd be a good move. It just money wise, it's just really bad. Vincent says, I'm hearing this new scheme is going to be the same as last scheme with this Desai. I wanted to keep more things the same than Denard. Denard Wilson, I didn't want him. I don't know. I don't know what the show on the side is going to do. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong about him. I hope I'm willing to give him a chance. But I'm not sure what's going to happen. Mingo says, yo, Joey, my close friend plays for Miami. He's close with Slay. I've been getting some insight. Well, what is it, Mingo? I want to hear the news. Come on now. Can't just say that without telling me. Brett says, I heard new DC uses coach Davion Taylor. Hopefully he can unlock his potential. Dude, I'm kind of done with Davion Taylor, bro. I'm kind of done. He played really good in 21. I thought in 21 him and Edwards were really good complementary towards each other. I thought he played really well. Then he had the knee injury. Then he was out. And then this year he got hurt again. So, you know, I don't know how much faith I'm putting into Davion Taylor so much. They need to get another piece at linebacker. Might have to get a veteran piece at that point. Yo, Ishmael, what's going on, dude? It says we need Henry or Gibbs. Howie will do his magic. He's still remembering his bust of drafts in 2018. I get it, dude. Totally get it. Ghost Maron says Howie's going to trade for Vita Vea. You heard that? Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I think they're working on a new deal with Vita Vea. I think he'll be back. Thanks. I'm okay with getting a running back with our first pick is on defense. Yeah, I don't care. Look, I want the 10th overall pick. I want to trade up. I want to trade up from 31 to go get, to get Gibbs, or if you want to get, obviously, to get Robinson. That's what I could say there. So like I said, I feel like Kaiser White is coming back unless there are other budget-friendly linebackers out there in free agency. Yeah, Kaiser White hasn't been signed yet. I haven't heard any news. So we'll see. Robertson Taylor is done, 3rd-round bust. And I think isn't this year the last year of his deal, right? Isn't this year the last year of his deal? And if it is, bro, and he plays well, like I'm not looking to re-sign him off one good year. I'm just not. It's not enough for me. Leon Go Hard said, I think our offense will be fine. There's an upgrade at wide receiver 3 position. Our running back, it all depends on how our defense is going to play with our new defensive coordinator and how he runs the defense. Yeah, it's gonna come down. Like we can get the pieces in the building. It's gonna come down where it's gonna come down to Sean Desai and where he puts his defense. That's what it's gonna come down to. That's water, by the way. I'm not drinking soda at all. Keep myself hydrated. Mayor says, Joey, more cheap. I give up a 3rd for him and give them Quez. Interesting. Someone said Damian Harris. That would be a good one. That'd be a good one, too. HT Sports says, my uncle's dad is friends with someone on the Jets staff. He said that Rodgers and the Packers trade was already done, basically. Yeah, I think it's done, too. I think it's done as well. So John says, what are the chances that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson resigns? I don't know, man. It's so quiet right now. It's so quiet. So, damn, the Jets, dude. The Jets. Here's something really interesting. Sorry, 1 second. The Jets are planning on, if they bring, I think this is what's going to help Rodgers too. Apparently, Ian Rappaport just reported that the Jets are trying to get Alan Lazard, and they're going to get Randall Cobb to the Jets, which is kind of nuts. That's crazy, man. I think the deal's already done. So, if the Jets, and yeah, it just said breaking, the Jets are targeting Packers veteran wide receiver Randall Cobb. They're trying to put some familiar pieces around Aaron Rodgers. That trade's going down. It's already done. Thanks. And why not just draft a receiver in the 3rd? I mean, they could draft a receiver in the 3rd. It just depends. If there's something out there that they could get where they don't have to draft if they can get a piece out there that, Howie can make a nice trade. You never know what could happen. So, you can get somebody, and you're looking for. It's not going to be that hard to look for your 3rd wide receiver. It's not going to be hard. You have 2 number 1s in AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, but you have a huge chance right now to, get your number 3 receiver, get some competition for Quez. There's got to be better options out there. What did I say? I said something. Pause. What did I say? I don't know what I said. Whatever I said, I'm sorry. Hot Rod, pause. Aaron told the Jets, let him finish playing with himself in the dark before they announced it. Let himself play with himself in the dark. John says they can get whoever they want, Joey. They're 0-13 against us all time. I'm not worried. Yeah, we got the Jets. I think we play the Jets this year. Chris Scott says Rodgers wants Lazard and Cobb. Elijah Moore will be expendable. That would be really interesting, bro. That would be really, really interesting. If the Jets want to move Elijah Moore, it should interest the Eagles. Best friend of A.J. Brown fills the slot wide receiver need. That one is interesting. Yeah. Very, 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 very interesting. So, Mingo says, I'm also hearing Miles Sanders can go to Baltimore. Yeah, Miles is going to be gone, guys. I mean, it's going to happen. Kareem Hunt still on the table. Yeah, the Eagles seemed like they had interest in him last year, but they didn't want to give up any early picks for him at the trade deadline last season. John says this is going to be one of the deepest talent draft because you have so many high level quarterback teams are going to jump that. Yeah, and a lot of teams in the top 10 want to move back. There's going to be 4 quarterbacks taken in the top 10. Like it's going to be interesting. Travis says, Joey, would you take Cansey and another DT in the first and a cornerback in the second? I'm not taking two defensive tackles in the first. No, I'm taking one and at least a running back or a corner with that second first round pick, and then they're going to draft an offensive lineman within the first 3 picks. So that's definitely going to happen between round 1 to round 3. So get ready for an I know the Eagles have a lot of interest in those 2 Ohio State offensive lineman Dewan Jones and Paris Johnson. They already brought those guys in or have them scheduled for. They already have those guys scheduled for official visits as of right now. EJ Kelly says Kelsey cost us play last season when we were paying 14.5 again. Why no discount? Why are we not starting Juergens if he's not ready? No, I mean they want to, because if you sign if Kelsey retires and the Eagles don't want to go after another, they're gonna have to find another guard. They can't find a complimentary guard to start. They can't pay a guard in free agency. They weren't going to do that. Kelsey coming back was already on the table for the Philadelphia Eagles as is. Like it was already on the table. You know what I mean? So, they got to pick their poison with it. That's why, yeah, it would have been great to have Cam Juergens play center, but you have a big hole at guard right now. So they can't fill that spot up. That would be a huge problem. So Barron says Peter Skoronski falls to 10. Will Howie take him? I'm not sure. Frolic says Jets aren't moving him if Rodgers signs. Jack Wright said, I can see the Eagles trading back from 30 due to cap concerns and needing picks. No, they need blue chip players, bro. We have no time to get pick. Why would you trade that pick back? Like, that's why I don't get what you guys would trading that pick back. Like, why would they trade the pick back? Why? Why are you trading? Why would you trade your 30? Why would you trade 31 back? There's no point in doing that. Like, you need blue chip players. If they didn't have 11 free agents, I would say, yeah, that they can move back, with one of those picks, but they need like starters right now. They can't. I don't care about the third. I don't care about the 4th, 5th, 6th round picks. They'll get those picks somehow. Howie Roseman will work something out, whether it's trade, whether it's something. But we need blue chip players. We need starters now. That's what we need for this team. Lazard. Sorry. Got to say the name right. I said Kelly Ringo, and people were like, it's not Kelly Ringo, it's Keely Ringo. I'm like, okay, I get it. Taylor said if either Gonzalez or Jalen Carter available at 10, it's guaranteed Howie takes either one. If both, then he'll take Carter 100%. That's how the Eagles always been with guys in the trenches. Yeah, like if Carter's gone, just say Carter and Cansey are gone, or Carter's gone. They could get Cansey at 10 maybe, but I think if Carter is gone, yeah, and I think obviously Will Anderson will 100% be gone by that time. I think Will Anderson will be taken between he'll be taken between 5 and 9 probably. So I think they could go Gonzalez. They could go one of those cornerbacks. Jordan Hart said if Rodgers wants Lazard and Cobb, he shouldn't have stayed. He should have stayed in Green Bay. Well, Lazard would have been a free agent. I mean, I don't know. I think the Packers have wanted to move on. That's the whole thing with this. I don't think the Packers wanted to keep Aaron Rodgers. I think they were pretty adamant. Like this offseason, they were already in talks of like with that front office that they kind of wanted to move on from Aaron Rodgers. I think that was the whole entire thing with that. Vince said Rodgers to Jets would be crazy for falling far, but at the same time not falling far. Yeah, well, he went to the Jets, didn't he? Then didn't Favre go to the Jets and the Vikings, right? Or is it Vikings Jets? Or I could be wrong. That's what I remember. But Tom said Elijah Moore and AJ Brown are really good friends. Him are feeling good options for Rodgers. Yeah, I'd be perfectly fine with that. Chris said depends what Jets want for Moore. I'll give him a 3rd round pick. Yacht is also one of the Niners all damn day accounts, Joey. Just letting you know. Fox and Sanders Da Vinci is pass catching out of the backfield. That's why he is. Well, dude. I don't blame it on Miles that he's not in the passing game. I blame the coaching staff for that. His rookie year, Doug used him great in the passing game on those wheel routes and matching him up against linebackers. He was great. And then 2020, 2021, they barely ran with him those 2 years. Nick Sirianni took over play calling in 21 as the head coach. For the first 6-7 games, they barely ran with Miles. And there was even 5 to 6 games this year they barely ran with him in the first half, which really pissed me off. Miles had some drop issues and he used to have some fumble issues, but I don't know. They seem to strayed away from what Miles can really do. I don't think they use Miles to his full extent. I really don't. I feel like they could have done a lot more with him in his 4 years being here. That's just me. That's just how I feel about it. There's that Eagles aren't signing any running back over $5 million. Yeah, probably not. But you never know if they can rework contracts, what they could do. You never know what can happen. So Jane said, don't forget about Derrick Henry. If Miles ends up in Buffalo, Philly is still in line to make a move for Henry. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, teams have been calling. I wonder if the Eagles have been one of those teams that have been calling now. He does cost, I think he's getting paid like $10 million this year. His cap hit is kind of high at 12, 13, something like that. So they would have to rework that. Cal said, Texas boy, no, that we don't remember. We don't live in the past. Like, Jag Dwight said, great center is not necessarily a very good guard. Jurgens wasted that guard. I don't think so. I think this would be really good. I think this would be really, really good. If you guys remember last offseason, like before Kelsey was going to have the orthoscopic surgery in his elbow, he was supposed to play guard and cross-train next to Kelsey. But because he had the surgery, he moved to center his full year. So already, at least for the whole offseason for Kelsey when he was out. So I think he's going to be fine. I have no issue with. I mean, he's a really tough player, man, and his technique and really strong, really tough. I think he's going to be fine, man. Mark said Eagles getting weaker, 49ers getting stronger. Eagles one and done. It's over for you guys. Frog said Eagles don't invest 2 positions traditionally, running back and linebacker. Ron says, remember when Dak got the NFC Championship? Oh, wait. Vincent says, Kelsey giving a discount. He is letting them spread his money out. Yeah, Nick, I saw that, bro. So Alex Singleton got paid $18 million. What? An $18 million deal, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Alex Singleton with Denver, bro. Yeah, he must be playing really well over there. Well, good for him, man. Good for him. I liked Alex Singleton as a person. I never, he had his good games and his really, really bad games, but, Spike says Cam Jurgens big enough to play guard. Probably not, but he plays real big. That's the difference with him. So there's always a chance where he could play really. I've had no issues with Cam Jurgens moving the right guard. No issue at all. To me, it's not a hole. To me, with Kelsey coming back, not retiring, with Jurgens moving the right guard, I think it's going to be one of the best O lines still. You look at really, like besides Kelsey and Lane Johnson, you have a lot of youth, and I think your right side actually got a lot better with Cam Jurgens coming in the right guard. I think Samalo this year actually had his best year when we drafted him in the 3rd round from Oregon State. Like his run blocking was always really good. His pass protection was always suspect for the past few years, but he got better. Samalo got a lot better over the last few years. He did the last couple years. He got really good. Vince would trade 10 back to not 30, but at the same time, there will be starters all over these 4 rounds. Yeah, but dude, I'm not looking to trade back that much. You need blue chip players right now. I'm not taking a chance on trading all the way back and then losing more players of need for the Philadelphia Eagles. Not scheme need, but best player available that's on the board. And that's where the Eagles have made mistakes other than these last 2 seasons. They've been drafting analytically, and they've been drafting because of scheme fit more than best player available, and that's the issues that they've had. Trading back will be a big mistake. It'd be a really, really big mistake. Chris said, Mark, why you still have no QB? San Fran Eagles have the best QB. Dang says that's the point of trading 30. We have so many free agents. Elliot Petoskey, what's going on, dude? He says it's not Keely Ringo, it's Jack Ringo. Pop Philly 500. Yeah, it's gonna. I thought it was Johnny Ringo, not Jack. I thought you called him Johnny. I could be wrong. Dank says you don't have enough guys to bring the free agency, so make up for what is the draft. Wait, who's here? Coles, what's going on, Coles? He says, glad to have Donovan Wilson sign. That's a good contract, man. That's a really, really good contract. A really good piece for the Cowboys that they want to keep in the building, and they got him for 3 more years. So I'm hoping this could help Chauncey return to the Eagles or something. I don't know. Shout out to Coles Cowboys. He just hit over 400 subscribers on his channel. Really good dude, humble guy, talks a lot of trash, but a good person in general. And a diehard fan of the Cowboys. So you guys, he does make content. If you guys haven't subscribed to Cole's Cowboys, subscribe to him. Really good person, man. Really good person. Joey Shakes, did you know that Sean Desai is vegan? No idea. I think you said this like a couple streams ago. Eagles game says, well, Will Anderson did fall for some reason in the world. You chose him over Carter. It would be really tough not to, man. It would be really tough not to. I might take a shot. I might. I mean, I don't have Will Anderson getting to 10, but if Will Anderson got to 10, it'd be tough not to take him. It'd be really tough not to take him. Vin says the 49ers or Eagles arms race is very similar to my childhood when 49ers versus Cowboys did ushering in free agency era. Sorry, isn't it funny? I bring up William Burney and Texas boy shows up. William Burney. Tyrus says Eagles need interior D line over edge this year. Next year they'll need edge with Reddick. Only Reddick left. No, I think Sweat's still on contract, isn't he? Next year. Slick said Robert Quinn played really good that year. Desai was in Chicago. Could possibly be a good re-sign for depth if he still do a little of what he did in Chicago. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I honestly don't know. I have no idea. Clay says Farr went from the Jets to the Vikes. Okay, so I was kind of right. Yeah. Martin says bragging about signing trash players. What Cowboys fans are doing in 23. No. Coles is cool, man. Coles is a good dude. Coles is actually a good dude. He's not a, I don't like him because he's a Cowboys fan, but he's still a good dude. Thanks. So we have Gainwell. Martin says rumor has the Cowboys still wanting to sign Earl Thomas. Yeah, I don't think so with that. Goesman said, why give up a third for more when you can have Brandon Cook for a fourth? The Texans are already they've been trying to trade Brandon Cooks the past few years, bro. Like Brandon Cooks has wanted out of Houston the past couple seasons. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I would trade. I don't know. It depends. Like, if that's what they want to do. They don't have a 4th round pick. They don't have a 4th round pick. They have a 3rd, but they don't have a 4th. You know what I mean? Cal says Jerry Jones put a franchise tag on running back with a broken leg. Yeah, interesting enough, dude. Like Pollard was I thought the tag on Pollard was good, but was Zeke making 16 mil? I don't like that at all. 28 million, 26 million, whatever it is between 2 running backs. I understand McCarthy's taking over play calling, wants to run the ball a lot more. I get it, but I would have at least asked Zeke to take a pay cut. $16 million. Yeah, I don't think so. And Pollard's got the torn ACL or whatever it was. So I don't know, like, what's his timetable coming back, and coming off an ACL. Is he going to look this? Sometimes coming off an ACL in the same year, some of these players don't look the same. And that's what when Barkley came off the ACL the same year, he didn't look great either. So it's really hard coming off an injury like that. It's hard coming off an injury like that. Yeah, Eagles re-signed Brett Toth. HG says Howie is cooking something up. He's always extra quiet when something big about to happen. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping so, man. I really hope so. I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling. So Oh my God, dude, I'm getting copyright claims from YouTube has been emailing me all these copyright claims. Literally, I'm getting copyright claims from videos I made like 3 years ago. Like now. I don't get I've been seeing these emails. I'm just like what? Like it's just crazy. I don't know why, but all my videos a long time ago were but Taylor says, barring any injuries, Eagles offense has a chance to be the best in the league, throwing a turnover, forcing defense, and you got a championship caliber team. Yeah, I get it, dude. That's why I want to add more firepower to this offense, scoring 35 to 40 points a game. That's what I want. That's what I want. Add more firepower. Add another wide receiver 3. Add a dominating, powerful running back. You know? Crib Max is Kenny Golladay, wide receiver 3. He want to get the Giants back in blood. Limit says we should go after these All-Star as 25 years old and would fit the next to Dean. Thanks. Yes, imagine starting over at back like most teams do. Thanks. See, my problem with Texas boys tries this stupid points. You guys are losing running back. I don't know. I have no idea. But this is for the Philadelphia Eagles in free agency right now. We got a super chat from Carlos Rosado. What's going on, dude? He says, Shakes, I need you in Philly 500 to enter the WWE to be a tag team. You guys are like the YouTube bushwhackers. Keep up the good work. I trust Howie. I appreciate the compliment and the compliment on the Philly Shakedown. And we have fun, man. That's all it's about. We're not trying to be professional. We're trying to talk football and just have fun doing it. You know, that's what it matters. And we're both always dropping consistent content every off season, especially in the off season. So I do appreciate so much, man. Thank you for the super chat and the kind words, dude. And Howie, we're getting ready, man, to see what's up Howie's sleeve. So, nah, those aren't haters, dude. That's just YouTube. It's happened to me a lot. So, let's see here. Do I feel like Gibbs is too small? No, I don't. I don't need him to be a big back. Like you can line him up as a receiver. You could do anything you want with him. It's absolutely insane what Gibbs could bring. It's like Alvin Kamara in a lot of ways. He's got a really good vision. He's got toughness. He can, he likes to hit people. He also give guys for extra yards, some extra yards on top of contact. Like he's really good, man. Like love Gibbs. Like if they didn't get Bijan and we took Gibbs, this offense would be really dangerous, even more dangerous. Steve Spears says Eagles need to have a ball control offense so they keep their depleted defense off the field as much as possible. LeBron says release Zeke and trade up in the draft for Bijan, Pollard, and Robinson. Yeah, I don't know if they'll move up for him, but it'll be interesting, though. I mean, there's plenty. If you want to get a complimentary piece for Pollard, you don't have to go get a Bijan. You can get Pollard's good enough for that offense. If obviously coming off the ACL this year and playing, we don't know if he's going to look the same. Barkley came off the same injury and didn't look great. Guys coming off ACLs within the same year and playing, it always doesn't look good. It could be a down year for Pollard. I don't know that's why, because I liked the tag at the time for Pollard, but the problem, I totally forgot he got hurt. At one point, I actually forgot he got hurt in that 49ers playoff game. So it's going to be interesting. Thanks. What's up with this too small thing? Judd said, I do because I have a spot. It's the number 2 highest paid running back. Dallas will be paying over 30-40 million running back. Yeah, it's nuts, dude. Mirror says Cowboys pay too much for running backs. Yeah, we don't have 4th, 5th, 6th round picks this year. None. That's why I'm saying, dude, like, why do you want to trade back? You want to trade back to get some of those picks back, but you're going to miss out on so many players. Like, that's the wrong move. Oh, a broken leg, whatever it was, a broken leg, whatever. Yeah, but still, dude, like, I mean, that's better than that's much better than the ACL, but it's still a broken leg is a broken leg. So, we'll see what happens. So, former Cowboys Noah Brown signing a 1-year deal with the Texans. Interesting. Noah Brown to the Texans. I wonder if the Cowboys are really going to sign a receiver. So it says free Elijah Moore, now better placed than paired up with his friend A.J. Brown and one of the best QBs in the league. Interesting, bro. There's been nothing yet, dude. Yeah, so Noah Brown did sign a 1-year deal. So Raheem Mostert signed a 2-year deal with the Dolphins, $7.6 million. It was 5.6. They must have gave him more money, I guess, or something. So the Seahawks cut Quentin Jefferson. That's an interesting one, too. So he had 5.5 sacks last year. Quentin Jefferson has been released, has been cut by the Seahawks because they're paying a lot of money to that new defensive tackle that they have now. So Quentin Jefferson's gone, 5.5 sacks last season. Shelby Harris they got rid of as well. So Quentin Jefferson might be another one on the Eagles' radar as well. That might be another good one too for the Eagles' defensive line. I'm telling you, dude, they can get this defense back up and running. I'm telling you, there's guys out there for the Eagles to get. Depends on the price and what they can get for some of these guys. I think they'll be perfectly fine, if you ask me. Be really interesting. Yatsa Joey, what do you think about trading 10 and 30 back? I don't know if people are trying to piss me off, but everybody knows I don't want to trade those 2 picks back. I'm not trading those 2 picks back. It's not happening. It is not happening at all. I'm not doing that. Ron says trading back and get you more buys, obviously less talent, but staying put gives you the talent we need to replace our voids. I don't know. I like what's in front of us, dude. We're in a perfect position to get some really good talent. Really good talent. Tyre Eagle says we are sleeping on Trey Sermon and Kennedy Brooks, 2 physical running backs who can catch the ball. Yo, dude, I'm a big fan of Kennedy Brooks. I'm a huge fan. But since only having 2 preseason games, which doesn't give a lot of players opportunity, because obviously the Eagles like the joint practices. Nick Sirianni loves those joint practices a lot more, and I totally get it. You know what I mean? I definitely understand it, but like Sermon, they only ran him 2 times in that Jags game. They want the trade for Trey Sermon, and then he went off waivers. The Eagles picked him up, and they used him for two reps in the Jaguars game in that weather game. You know what I mean? Kennedy Brooks was, I think Brooks played with Jalen Hurts I think it was at Oklahoma. He played with Jalen Hurts at Oklahoma. And he's not an East and West type runner. Like he's a North and South runner, and they just used him really. I know they just want to see what he had in the tank when it came to him in the passing game. He didn't play well in that preseason game, but there was a bunch of backups in, and it was just he didn't really have a chance. So that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Vince says also we may not have the money to pay 2 first-round picks depending on who we re-sign. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We got a super chat from Master Avenger. Thank you for the super chat, man. It says go and check out running back named Keaton Mitchell. I went over a few running backs already. I didn't do any draft videos yesterday because yesterday was such a long day. It was really tough. So hopefully today I can get at least a draft video done, a couple of them on the memberships. So we have 524 people in the chat right now. I appreciate everybody joining me on another third day reaction of free agency. A lot that we're waiting on right now. If you guys haven't subscribe to the channel. Like the stream if you guys haven't. Make sure, let's get the likes up to 200. We got the likes up to 400 likes yesterday. Let's get the likes up to 200 right now. Hit the like button. It helps out a lot. And we're just having fun, man. We're just kind of going through this whole thing together. If you guys haven't joined my official Discord, we have over 250 members on the Discord. I go in there for voice chats with everybody to talk to everybody and stuff like that instead of just commenting on videos every day because it gets very old after 7 years. So if you guys want to join the Discord, my Discord is there. Join it and make sure you pick your team. All NFC East fans, welcome. in there. But obviously, no political stuff, no racism, no none of that crap. Just have fun, talk football, and let's light it up. You know what I mean? So definitely join the Discord if you guys haven't. I do appreciate it. Hit that link right there in the live chat for the Discord and just join it, man. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. What link? The link for the Discord is? Is it? No, it's up. It's up. I just did it on my phone and it works. It shouldn't be expired. I think it's fine. I just did it on my phone and it works for some reason. Hold on. Let's do a new one real quick. Oh no, people just joined just now. People joined just now. Let me put in a new link just in case. I like Discord a lot. It's just for me to talk to you guys a lot more and be more personal with you guys, because sometimes the chats they get a little crazy sometimes. Let me yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're good. Okay. All right, there's a new link. I'll make sure I'll just yeah, we'll be good. Crin says Eichler has had 38 touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. Imagine him in the Eagles. I know we want Bijan or Gibbs, but you can't deny how huge of a weapon Eichler. No, I mean, he only cost $6.3 million for the year. That is such a Howie move. I added him in my video from last night of free agency. But Eichler would only. It's such a Howie contract. It's such a Howie Roseman contract. He's got 1 more year left with 6.3 on the table right now. So I think it would be really cool. I think it would be really good. As Jerry just plays for getting to the Super Bowl, right? Texas boy. See here. Terry goes to check out Brian Branch from Alabama. Take him at 30. Yeah, I've watched tape on him. I haven't done a membership video on him yet, but I'm probably going to do that one really soon. Love Brian Branch and what he brings to the table. So would be a really good safety for the Philadelphia Eagles. Been looking at a lot on him. He's real promising. So we'll see what they do, man. Do I think they have a lot of interest at safety in this draft? We're going to find out. We're going to find out how much interest they're going to have. Warren says, can you see picking up an elite running back in the draft to make us unstoppable? That's what I think they could do. If you want to add more firepower to your offense, dude, like, why not? A duo with Jalen Hurts and like a Bijan or a Gibbs would be like unstoppable. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, why? And then you draft a running back, you don't have to worry about that position for 5 years. I mean, for 5 years, you don't even have to worry about it. Like, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, Kermax said, we got to make a move for Rashad Bateman in Baltimore. Clean. They're already getting rid of Rashad Bateman, dude? Really? There's a CJ was on Twitch last night wearing Eagles jersey. Dude, he was on Twitch again last night. He was wearing more Eagles gear, bro. Though, don't even tell me that. Was he really? Seriously? So the first day I saw him on Twitch playing GTA, he had like an Eagles hoodie on. He streamed again and had an Eagles jersey on. Is that even true, bro? AJ always opens. Brown says Eagles are up to something. They're being really quiet for a reason. Tommy says Eichler would not come here. He knows he would use him cheap and not pay him at the end of the year. Yeah, I like Ringo. I do like Ringo a lot. I think he's one of the most physical corners. I think he's very handsy. I think he's one of the most handsy, most physical corners that you're going to have. And I like how he uses his frame, his body, his frame to kind of take out those wide receivers. He pinpoints the ball really well. The one thing is kind of my issue with him. Is it fluid hips? Is it, not being as strong on, getting those, running stride for stride with some of the fastest wide receivers in the NFL? I don't know. But I like his play, though. I really do like his play. So interested to see where he would go later on. A third this year and a fourth next year for Eichler. Yeah, I don't know if they'll do that. I don't know if they're going to give up 2 draft picks for him. Gary Clark says Howie's Howie cares about the fans. He's listening. We'll lose some players, but he's definitely keeping some rather than Slay. Eric said, is it unreasonable to want a Pascal back at wide receiver 3? He was, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind Pascal back. That's Nick Sirianni's boy, but we're going to find out. I mean, there's already news about Jacoby Brissett coming to the Eagles as a backup quarterback, and obviously Nick has coached him. Nick has coached Jacoby Brissett when he was with the Colts. And I know they're very close. I know they're very close as well, so that could happen, definitely. Warren says, honestly, we picked up our defense off free agents. Why not do it again? Pick up a DB in the 30th pick. They could do that. Yo, Desert Eagle 90, what's going on, dude? Hope you're having a good day, man. Bingo says, let's run him out like we did with the Weiner fans. Let's see here. Eagles for Life says Cowboys got a QB who's 30 and has yet to win a divisional round game. Here's this. He still has his helmet in the back too when he streams, bro. I gotta check out his Twitch, bro. I gotta check it out. You know what? I might have to do this right now. Because if this guy was wearing an actual Eagles jersey during that, bro. Let me turn my volume down so I don't get copyrighted for anything. All right, let me see this. Yeah, I don't know. I have to look for it. I gotta look for his latest stream. I don't see it on here. I just see like clips. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have to look at it again. But that's pretty nuts. I mean, if he's wearing an Eagles jersey, that's kind of a good sign. So Barrios is legit. I like Barrios a lot, dude, because if you sign Barrios, he could be your number 3. And I mean, I don't know. Could he be your number 3? He's had some good plays with the Jets as a number 3. I think he would look. I think he would be a nice role-playing number 3 receiver for your team, and he could play special teams, bro. Like, I don't know what they're doing with, Britton Covey was, they gave him they let him start the whole entire year. They never gave Devin Allen a chance. You know what I mean? So I get it, dude. I get it. So that's how it goes, bro. Saul says Cowboys fans can only wish a sniff of a Super Bowl. Let's see here. I'm going to pose to Joey. I had a feeling Eagles will draft Kalijah Kancey at 10 since he overachieves during combine. What's your thoughts? I mean, yeah, I mean his draft stock definitely rose up in that combine. He was one of the best. I want to make sure that this is not an analytical pick, but I don't think he's going to be. I think he legit is going to be really good. Those one-on-ones, he's got good pursuit in the backfield, very disruptive. And he's quick, man. He's really quick. He's got a really quick first step, explosiveness. So I don't know, bro, but it's done. What did you have for breakfast today, my man? Actually, nothing. It's 12:20 in the afternoon right now, and I haven't eaten a thing. So after this stream today, definitely gonna go eat something. Cal says, yo, man, Micah was on Lane Johnson's meet. Like, yo, big bro. What? Dave said, how about Jerry Jeudy or Cortland Sutton? It's going to be too much. It's going to cost too much. The Broncos are going to watch. They're going to want way too much for them. Eagles for life says, Dak threw 2 picks in the divisional round. I called it, even though he threw them. Eric says, Cowboys fan wish they could see an NFC title game. TR says, they all saying I have personal connections. CJ loves Philly, but he's going with the bank. Give me a shout out if the Browns sign him. Dude, I'll remember. Well, we already saw the news about the Browns before, like, all this rumors were coming out about Chauncey hitting the market. There was rumors coming out the Browns had a lot of interest in Chauncey. So we'll see. We will definitely see. Let's see here. I don't know what else. Texans are releasing veteran right guard AJ Khan. I don't know what else is available, man. It's going to be a quiet day today. I got a feeling it's going to be a real quiet day, but I have a feeling as soon as I get off or something happens, something is going to happen. Fox says, imagine the lack of pride Texas boy must have in Dallas to be here. Dude, here's the thing with these guys that come into these chats. These guys that have these Cowboys accounts or other accounts that come into the All Eagles chats, like, why would a 49ers fan be watching Dan Sileo or in all the Philadelphia Eagles live streams on their website on YouTube? Why would they be in all those chats, dude? Like, it's really sad. You know what I mean? Like, every time I watch another Eagles YouTuber, like, these guys are always like sitting there typing the whole entire day. Like, I don't get how much time these guys have on their hands. I really don't. But, you know, when we're doing a free agent live stream for the Eagles right now, like, and it's about the Cowboys, I'm cutting the cancer out where it belongs. I don't care. Like, enough's enough with this shit. Like, the season's not even fucking here yet. And yet we're listening to this shit. I just don't have patience for it, dude. I have no patience for it anymore. Like, I'm already like 7-8 years into YouTube. Like, I'm just done with it. Like, I have usually, dude, half the time, like when we're doing the shakedown, like, I don't even have the chat up. I just sit there and just talk to Philly. I don't even read what's going on because that's the shit that happens all the time. And that's what it is. I read the chat here and there, but most of the time I'm just sitting there having a good time and just streaming, and that's it. You know, that's it. So I don't get how you could literally sit there and just type all day. I'll go into another live stream, the same guys, that Niners all day, the other guy, like, it's the same dudes are in the same streams every single time throughout the day. Like, do you not have, like, go touch grass, bro? Literally, do something. Joe Goldberg energy. It might be the same person. It might be, and that's even more sad. You know what I mean? Fine with me, dude. I'm just done. Like, I just, like, when somebody like spams a chat to where we're talking about the Eagles, and then everyone's starting to, like, you know, and I appreciate you guys defending the Philadelphia Eagles and just, you know, just talking crap. I appreciate that, you know, but when it takes over a whole entire chat and it's like all about the Cowboys now and the Cowboys didn't do this, and it's just like we're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles and free agency, bro. Like, fuck that shit. Like, I'm not into it. 1,000 Club. This is another one. Another guy comes in talking about the Giants all the time. I these guys have no lives. Like, it's probably not even like look at the name. Like, what name is that? Like, what is that shit? I don't even know. I don't know. like, enough's enough, dude. Like, well, I'm a Saints fan, but I follow all teams. You know, dude. There's nothing wrong with that. I know another Saints fan. Who that dude? That's another guy I'm pretty close with, and he's a Saints fan. I talk to him all the time. Like, you know, like, I have no issue with other fan bases coming in here, but it's just like when people are spamming stuff and just saying stupid crap out of their mouths for no reason, like, just to get a rise out of the chat, it's just stupid. It's dumb. Like, that's all it is, dude. Like, this is Eagles free agency. And we're talking about not just the Eagles, we're talking about everything that's happening right now. You know what I mean? So there's news coming out. Who the hell is James Brock? All right. No, he's got 107 followers on Twitter. Just stop. Lamar Jackson going to the 49ers. Okay. Not happening. Nice try, though, but not happening. So the Eagles and Jason Kelce have reached terms of his new deal. It keeps him in the highest paid center in the NFL. Bro, God, man, I don't mind that, but dude, we need cap. This is from Dave Sangaro, bro. I gotta read this. The Eagles and Kelce reached an agreement that will pay him $14.25 million with a maximum of $14.75 in 23. A league source confirmed. This is a $250,000 raise from Kelce's one-year deal in 22, and it will again make him the highest paid center in the NFL. And after another all-pro season in 22, Kelce certainly deserves it. While Kelce averages per year $14.25 million in the highest in the NFL, his cap hit will be significantly lower than that. The Eagles will undoubtedly structure his deal in a way to minimize his cap hit in 23 by paying out most of the 14.25 and a signing bonus that prorates over multiple voidable years. Okay. So they're gonna make him they're gonna make him the highest paid, but they're gonna get that cap down a little bit with it. So they'll give him more guarantees up front, you know. So I guess that's all right. So Cam Jurgens has some stuff to say on playing guard next to Jason Kelce. Cam actually said, quote unquote, if I got to learn under him for another year or play alongside him for another year, I'm going to be okay either way. Cam Jurgens has prepared for the inevitable Jason Kelce's return, which means the center may move to guard. And we're not surprised. So all of us are not surprised over it. So it looks like veteran guard Shaq Mason has been traded to the Texans. The Texans are making a lot of moves right now. Bengals re-signed linebacker Jermaine Pratt to a 3-year, $21 million deal. So that's another player the Bengals signed to big money. See here. Yeah, that's it so far right now. Queen says, everybody in our division want to be like us. Dude, I don't know. Like every time a player every time the Eagles, like when the Eagles lost a player in free agency, every time the Eagles lost a player, I mean, we were like the laughing stock yesterday. I don't know why. Did you see me getting all upset over guys leaving? No. Like Hargrave getting $21 million a year when they need when the 49ers need a run defender more than a pass rusher didn't really bother me at all. Marcus Epps leaving didn't bother me at all. Like TJ Edwards, it really didn't bother me, to be honest. I really was sitting here like, oh, cool. Like it is like people are getting upset over it. Like I get it, dude, but we got to get younger, man. And like Jalen Hurts' contract's coming up. Like the offense is still intact. No issues, no problem besides obviously wide receiver 3 and getting a running back in here. I mean, they got Gainwell, but it's just not enough right now. We got Gambo with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. It says how he needs to chill with kicking the cap down the road. That's how we are in crunch now. The cap isn't raising as fast as he thinks. Well, the Kelce thing is not going to be as bad because they're paying him most of his money. Most of it's being paid. They're just lowering that cap number down a little bit. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that contract's not going to be a big deal for the Eagles when they're trying to just lessen the cap a little bit. If they're paying, he has a $200,000 raise. They're paying him more guarantees right now. Like, you're kicking the can down the road, but it's not going to be that much of a big cap hit where it's going to hurt the Eagles. Not with Kelce's contract, it's not, because they're paying most of it. Most of it's getting paid, and most of it's due to royalties up front or a bonus up front. So I mean, we'll see, but I don't think it's gonna hurt us. I think we'll be fine. I'm not really worried about it. Tyre says, I appreciate the super chat, by the way. Tyre Eagle says, Howie might trade the 30th pick for players or more picks. Howie's not paying for 2 first rounders. dude. So because of that, like, dude, but the time span is going to be different. We don't know what the team's going to look like in the next 5 years. You know what I mean? So who knows what's going to happen by that time? You know what I mean? Hurts's contract might be done by that time. You know what I mean? Like, Hurts might get a lesser deal by that time. If it's a 5-year deal or something, he might have who knows, like, what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So we'll see, dude. Like, everyone's gonna have their, like, oh, they're not paying 2 first-round picks, but we need players, dude. Like, I can't just trade back because I don't want to pay 2 guys in the first round. Like, they're gonna have to pick 2 guys in the first round. They need the talent here for the next 5 years. I can't just be like, oh, I'm not going to sign another first-round pick because I don't want to pay him in 5 years. But you're going to have him for 5 years. That's what I'm saying. Or if you draft guys in the first round, 2 guys in the first round, you could trade one of those players by the last year of their contract. You can actually make a big deal with a team. Like, you necessarily don't, and that if that player works out, you necessarily don't have to keep him for 5 years. You can keep him for his going into his 4th year, and then you could trade him if you want. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different things you could do with these players. Doesn't mean they have to be here. After the 4 years, if that's the case, if you want to trade him for, who knows? We'll see though. We'll see. But if they didn't have 11 free agents on defense, I would be up to trading back. But because of the situation we're in and we need talent right now, some people will agree with what you said, Tyree, but I just don't. And I respect that. And it does make sense. I get it. But you're going to have them in the building for 5 years or 4 years, whatever the case may be. Okay, regardless of which, if the player works out, you want to trade him, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of different things they could do. So we'll see, though. We'll see. Jason Henning says, for your information, my wife and I recently adopted a puppy. We named her Henry. I think we're going to be all good. What does that mean? Are we trading for Derrick Henry? But hey, pets are great, man. Love pets. Awesome. What's going on? Dude, I'm trying to get to everybody's stuff, dude. I'm trying to get to everybody's stuff. It's hard. It's really tough. So if I miss anybody's chats because of a super chat, I have to go to the super chats. That's the way it goes on YouTube, but I apologize. Bev says, well, then keep my name out here. Whoa, what is going on? I am losing it. Kyle says, well, you're going to lose players, but like the Patriots, you might have a formula to stay strong under cap and stay. I think they're going to stay competitive, dude. Like, I don't get what's so depleted about this team. Besides it's the 3rd day of free agency. We are so early in the process right now. It's not like we're going into training camp right now with nothing. Okay. We're on the technically we're on the 2nd day of the legal tampering period. Like, the legal tampering period, 2nd day. You know what I mean? Wait, what the hell is going on? Let me make sure YouTube's. Let me make sure YouTube is actually good right now, because some weird stuff going on with YouTube right now. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on. Okay, we're good. All right. I was kind of confused just on what was going on just now. Queen says, do you see Howie and Kelsey made a toast yesterday on the road to Super Bowl in Vegas yesterday? Oh, we going back for sure. Yeah, dude, that was a cool video, bro. I can't wait to see Howie Roseman on New Heights, dude. It's going to be funny. It's going to be really funny. Especially that clip that we got. Yannick Ngakoue, yeah, that would be an interesting one too. I remember when Yannick a few years ago when he was leaving Jacksonville. Remember, he was putting out pictures of Trent Cole and, you know what I mean, like Reggie White. Remember, he was putting all those pictures up and talking about cheesesteaks. Remember that with Yannick Ngakoue a few years ago? And he was like teasing us like crazy, you know? So what, Yannick's, did he get released? Dave says Hargrave couldn't help the run. Second string safety. Edwards couldn't cover and pass. Dillard, second string tackle. Why is everyone look? I mean, Dillard, I think could start for another team if he's a pure starter. But I think everybody's replaceable. I do. Hargrave is a good player, but he got paid a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like 21 a year at 30 years old and they need a run stuffer, and he's barely even that. That's a tough one to crack right there. Yo, Twiz, what's going on, dude? Yeah, no, nothing. Nothing yet, man. Nothing yet. Hope so, though. Trina says, guess what? If the defense doesn't look good this year, upgrade the offense so we could put 40. That's what I'm saying. Conrina, that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to do. Like, take advantage of with your offense being intact right now. Put more points on the board. Be a force to be reckoned with. Go make a trade for a running back or draft a monster running back to literally scare the league with Hurts. And just imagine, dude. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, 2 number 1 wide receivers. Dallas Goedert as your tight end. A top 5, top 3 offensive line for the Philadelphia Eagles. And a tandem between Hurts and a monster running back. Dude, I am telling you. I wish more people thought like you. I really do. And some people just don't get it. And look, that's just my opinion. And people don't respect it. I respect that. I get it. Central Vibe says, I wish Jeffrey would have just gave Kelsey 8 to 10 under the table. Ryan said, I think we are still trying to get a deal done with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson because it's real. Yeah, dude, Ryan, I've been getting your stuff on Twitter, dude, and I appreciate it so much, man, of the updates. But it's quiet, and especially you haven't sent me any messages in a bit. So it's been really quiet, dude. It's been really, really quiet. So it looks like breaking news, safety Andrew. Here's a safety signing, guys. Andrew Wigard is re-signing with Jacksonville Jaguars. Source says it's a 3-year deal, $9.6 million base, and a chance to make $13.8 and $6 million guaranteed per league source. So he's not getting paid that much. These guys are getting paid like $6 to $8 million a year. Other than Jesse Bates getting 16 a year, these other safeties between the guy from the Cowboys, now this guy from Jacksonville, it's like $6 to $8 million a year. So, like, come on now. So with the Jets reportedly signing Lazard and would likely by the end of the will likely be the end of the Elijah Moore era, Moore would be a perfect upgrade over Quez in the slot on this Eagles team. He would be the high caliber slot in Sirianni's offense hadn't had and would benefit from upgrade QB play. Dude. Elijah Moore, bro. It's going to be really interesting, man. It's going to be really interesting. Boot said they do the same thing on Law Nation channel. There's always Giants, Eagles, Texas story. They're arguing in there. Yeah, it is what it is, dude. I think I'm numb after the Panthers Super Bowl. I am a fan with the guys leaving. I said we would get younger and faster. Jason says, let's not try to emulate cheaters like the Pats. Let's be better than that. Thanks. So we need players. Trade back for more picks, and you get more players. Yeah, but you get more players with less talent, dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you get more players with less talent. If I was to, like, really have to do it, I would take somebody at 10, and if we really had to trade back that 31, maybe I would do it, but I'm not comfortable with it. You know what I mean? I'm not really that comfortable with it. Jack says don't want to play. It can't pay. Chris said Kelsey wants to know Super Bowl. Howie told him BG we're going for it again. That's why they're staying. Howie has a plan. Today we should know more. I'm hoping so, dude. I'm hoping so. Glenn Miller says the thing is you can't have your cake and eat it too. This year's draft is estimated cap hit of $9.5 million. You can't have all the free agents and drafts. Something has to give somewhere. I get it, dude. I totally get it. I'm not trying to get all these free agents. I'm looking for guys that are going to come here for on like a prove it type cheap thing for the year, and obviously and obviously going to the draft and kind of filling those other spots. Like, that's what I'm kind of looking for. So, last year we signed Hassan Reddick and we really didn't do anything until the draft. I mean, that was pretty much it. We really didn't do anything, Brett said we don't need to bench practice squad players. We need stars. But those 2 first-round picks are getting 2 stars. Only trade is trading up from 30 or trading for a player. Yeah, dude. Jade says this week we'll tell the story of our free agents. Fox said, I think the Eagles will get yanked. Ngakoue, yeah, that'd be cool. Flying High said, what's the point of getting more players that don't play? We need stars. Yeah, they might not play. If they don't draft the right guys with less talent that could be nice role players for this team, then we're going to be screwed. You know what I mean? Trolling Beach says, do you think Milton Williams is good enough to start next season? No, I don't. I think he's a nice rotational guy, but he's not going to have big numbers for you. He's not going to get big numbers as a pass rusher for you. It's just not going to happen with Milton Williams. So, not really. Racho, hopefully we can get more production from our first round picks this year than we did with Davis last year. I would give Davis a shot. With first round picks, it's interesting because I don't go crazy with first round picks in their first year. I kind of really go. I don't really count their first years too much. I really take pride in what they do in their second year of their deals. So I'm not taking too much into account with his being in his first year. A lot of the any first round pick, I don't really count much to their first year. If they play well, great. If they don't, there's always another chance. But you don't give up on first round picks after 1 year. You don't do that. So. Thanks. Nothing to worry about, Joey. Just some clown that wants tension and desperate. Oh, I got you. I just got you. Thanks. It's really like tampering when a guy's free agent for 2 seconds and had a contract with another team. Yeah, right. John says, since Miles will be gone, do you think we trade back from 10, get capital, and draft Robinson in the first, or do you think we stay in the draft? If it's me, like my dream is to draft a running back with that second first round pick or move up for Bijan or move up from Bijan, use that extra second for 24. That's like my dream of doing that. But realistically, I think it's cornerback, defensive line, or defensive line corner. It depends who drops at 10. Depends if Carter's still there between 6 to 10, you either got to move up or wait at 10, one or the other. Fine High, so do you think the 49ers would have tried to get one of our QB breakers? No. Glenn says, Howie has a plan. This defense isn't going to be that bad. No, I think we just have to be patient, guys. Like, I think this defense is going to look really good. I think we're going to be actually surprised. Like, dude, if Howie Roseman, like, we have 11 free agents and Howie Roseman makes a really good defense and they play really well this year, dude, like, it's going to be crazy, dude. Like, I'm not saying the defense has to be like the defense like has to be like a top 3 defense this year, but if they're a late, top 10 defense, or if they're just doing just enough to get some turnovers and they're getting pressure and our offense is just going to rock points on the board with what they have, sky's the limit for this team this year, man. With a really weakened NFC, no Aaron Rodgers, no Tom Brady. Like, they're both going to the AFC if they're even going anywhere. You know what I mean? So it's going to be nuts. Dara says, definitely no problem with us not doing anything. Trust Howie. It's just kind of boring. We're the only team not doing. I know. I hate these times, man. I hate these times. DJ Eagles will spend the next few days trying to re-sign their own free agents. Doubt they will sign anyone other team. Yeah, I don't really care about anyone else on the market right now. Guys will be available. Guys will be available for trade as well. So the Eagles might have some chip players they want to trade. They might want to trade Quez Watkins. Who knows what they want to do. So the guys that are still available might not, get signed immediately. The Eagles still have time. The Eagles are looking into all of those players. They have their eyes on everything that's available through trade or through free agency right now. So we'll see what happens. Just give it time, man. It's a process, dude. Fausta, don't ask. I found out 1,000. Just know I know. Am I right? Sad, bro. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Got NBA Nate says, yo, what's going on? How's your day? It's going good, man. It's going really good, man. Going to stream. I'm going to do some videos today. I've been doing the premiere videos. I've been liking the premiere videos, like for free agency, just because I like to see everybody react to obviously the news and what's going on. So I've been doing those. If you like those, let me know. I've been like, I'm not going to do that all season, but for free agency, at least it's been pretty good. Hey, yo, what's going on, dudes? I think we trade back from 10, like 13 and 15, and reclaim mid picks, but trade back from 30. Look, if they trade back from 10 to 13, 15 to get more picks, and there are some players still available, if, Carter's still available, I mean, I don't know. It might be a long shot, but if there's players still available and they still get the guy, they trade back and still get the guy they want, then I have no problem with it. But, and 10 to 13 to 15 is not bad, but it depends on who they're really targeting. So, where's behavior? What's going on, dude? So if he's making that Matt many fake cows, he needs to be checked. BD and get some medication. Oh man. Well, I do appreciate everybody just coming in the chat today and just hanging out with me, dude. Like, it's great just to hang out. You know what I mean? It's Kenneth Gainwell's birthday today, by the way. The Eagles just put that out on Twitter. Kenneth Gainwell. Happy birthday to Kenneth Gainwell, by the way. See here. There's nothing. Man, everybody wants Elijah Moore to come to Philly now. Interesting. Glenn says Howie knows once first wave is done, he can re-sign guys back cheaper. Yeah, once that first wave is done, which we got through a good wave of signings already. So, the prices, the longer these free agents wait, the longer these trades go down, and maybe the prices do go down on guys as the time moves on. So we'll see. Veshe Taylor says, I think they just keep defense formidable. It won't be the best, but it's good enough to get a handful of stops. Yeah, that's all I'm kind of looking for, man. But who knows? We might be more surprised. Yeah, we might be more surprised. So you never know, Cody, what's going on, dude? None, man. It's been quiet. It's been really quiet today. Michael just said, we just signed Chauncey Gardner-Johnson back. Yeah, all right. Nice try. I almost fell for it. Not really, but. Dave says, Joey, $50 million dead cap. Wow, I didn't know we were still paying Brandon Brooks. Yeah, we're paying Brandon Brooks still $9.5 million, dude. That's after the Super Bowl stupid contracts Howie did. That's just really dumb contracts we had with players for past achievement. Not paying players for how they play year to year, for past achievement. And guys, Howie thought we had a window open after the Super Bowl. We still had a window open for a few years. And when you're not drafting well and you're restructuring and still not drafting well, bigger cap hits down the road. The Eagles, it finally caught up to the Eagles in 2019 and 2020. So, yeah, that's what happens. That is what happens, which is kind of nuts. We have 548 in the chat right now. If you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Like the stream. Let's get the stream to over 200 likes. We're at 194. Let's get to 300 likes if we can. We had 400 the other day. Let's get to 300. Let's get over 200 first, and then we'll get to 300. We're going to stream for another couple hours anyway. Another hour or two. We'll stream for another hour or two and just hang out and just go through free agency. So I do appreciate it so much. Make sure to subscribe as well. Check out the new Discord server as well. This is the link to the Discord server. Check that out. I do voice chats on Discord as well, just to kind of keep in touch with you guys. We do like little hangouts on there on voice chat and stuff. So we have like 200. I don't know how many members we have on there, but definitely check the Discord out. Check the pinned comment as well. Become a member today for draft highlight reactions, all that stuff. We kind of go over just the draft in general, go over players' highlights and stuff like that, stuff I can't put on YouTube. So hit the pinned comment as well for all of that as well. So it should be a lot of fun, man. I'm pretty pumped. But appreciate everybody coming in today. Thick says, can we get a wide receiver that could also be used on special teams? Yeah, Barrios from the Jets, dude. Remember the last time we had a PR punt returner for a touchdown? Honestly, yeah, I don't. Josh Huff and Darren Sproles. Like the last two kick return, punt return guys we had here. You know what I mean? Last two guys we really had that really made a difference. Ryan says, who would you rather have, Jacoby Brissett or Marcus Mariota? I think Marcus Mariota is like Jalen Hurts, can run and throw. Jacoby Brissett and Garner Minshew. I think I would rather have Marcus Mariota, but because I think Mariota will be more expensive than, I don't think Brissett's going to be much. Plus, Sirianni did coach Brissett when he was with the Colts. So, and Brissett and Sirianni are very close. So they could get something done. Mariota will probably be a little bit more expensive. Joe, we do anything about landlord? He's not spamming at least. It's all right. So Eagles says Chauncey Gardner about to sign with Broncos. Is this true? He fouled some players on the Broncos, but yeah, I don't think anything else is happening right now. Dude, Lamar Jackson's being such a diva on Twitter, bro. He puts out these stupid videos, like trying to get all this attention. I can't stand players that do that. Like he's going to sign to a team this year, and the Baltimore Ravens or whoever's going to do nothing with him. So what does it matter? Like, he's hyping himself up. He's doing all this shit on Twitter. It's just so annoying, dude. So annoying, these players sometimes. But I'd smack the taste out of them out. Don't play with me. All right, I have no idea what's going on. Kudos to the Eagles D. That picture. Eagles D will be a top 7 next year. Watch and see. I think so. I think so, dude. That's an old picture, too. Old picture. Arnold said the Eagles need to keep Slade, Bradbury, and Gardner and draft the top running back and cornerback. Fan of the Batman says, what will the Eagles do at backup quarterback? Yeah, I think it's going to be Brissett. It seems like Jacoby Brissett has a lot of interest right now. The Eagles have been linked to Brissett, so we'll see. Jack says our defense is 23, just needs to be average. It will improve the offense. If this defense is just average, I think they'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like, I think they'll be fine, to be honest with you. King Vimmer says Eagles need to draft cornerback or Bijan with the 10th pick. I don't think they're drafting Bijan with the 10. I think they can move up for Bijan from 31 with another draft pick. They can move up. I don't think they're going to take Bijan at 10, but I think they can move up from 31 to go get him. But it's a long shot, though. Yeah, Will Anderson would be great. Lit City. He would be fantastic. The problem I have right now is I think he's going to be gone. Like, if Carter and Will Anderson are gone, I think you just have to go corner, or if you want to take a hit on Kalijah Cansey from Pittsburgh, then you do that. You take Witherspoon, you take Gonzalez, whatever you want. You know what I mean? No news, Matt. There's been nothing right now. It's been really empty right now. Really empty. There's been no news. Nothing. So I'm on Twitter. I'm looking as we're talking about stuff, and I'm not really seeing much of anything. It's really all about right now is the Philadelphia Eagles really just trying to retain players and then go and see what's out there. I mean, they're seeing what's out there now, but they're keeping track on making sure that they're not losing guys, or if they have to maybe sign somebody. But they're keeping tabs. Track said, think we can get rid of Slade's contract and re-sign Chauncey Gardner Johnson, Bradbury, draft a corner. They can't, dude. They can't get it done. Nobody is going to take that contract, and especially if you trade him, you got to trade him post-June because it's $21 million in a cap hit right now. You're going to be like $70 million in dead cap. There's no way the Eagles are going to trade him right now under the situation. If they trade him post-June, it'll be $17.5 million. But by that time, the free agent market's dried up. By that time, the draft is over, and you have nothing to do with that money. You know what I mean? So I don't think you're trading him. I think he will be back. And plus, nobody's going to take on $26 million against the cap. Nobody's going to take that. You're not getting a second-round pick for big play Slay. You're not getting a third. You're not getting a fourth. You might get a fifth, and you probably will get a sixth. Like, no one's taking on $26 million and against their cap. No one's taking on that. And the Eagles are not paying that and trading him. They are paying half of it or paying a quarter of it and trading him. It's not going to happen, dude. It's not going to happen. I think he stays, but how much is Slay going to get paid, bro, at 32? And how much of an extension does he want? He's 32 years old. I would get rid of him in a second. I would rather have Bradbury than Slay right now. I would get rid of him in a heartbeat because this draft class for corners is great. That's why I don't really care if Slay stays or leaves. I don't care. I'm not even going to be upset. I'll probably be happy, to be honest. Just going to put it out there. I probably won't even make a big deal about it. Joey Shakes, how good will the Giants be? It depends on if they get another receiver in the building. They need another receiver. They need offensive linemen because their offensive line's not good. Still, they need more pieces. I thought that linebacker they signed yesterday was really good. I thought they signed a good linebacker yesterday, but, I mean, it's not enough. It's really not enough. They're good on running back. The problem is, Sterling Shepard ain't going to be enough. So they don't have a tight end. They don't have good wide receivers. It's doesn't impress me too much. We got Robert B says, can we draft any refs this year to help like in the Super Bowl? Joking. Oh, that's funny. Oh man. What a horrible feeling that was, bro. I swear to God, I want it to disappear off YouTube for like a week. That's how I felt. I literally wanted to get off YouTube for a week. I did not even want to stay. Criver said, but even though we're still paying him in Structure 2.0 when he's retired, landlord Sweaty and Reddick was still in the building. What's going on, Melvin? What's going on, dude? AZ says, I know it won't happen, but I just started my YouTube channel and I'm trying to get 1K subs. Please check out my channel. Dude, definitely. If anyone wants to subscribe to HTG, is it the same HTG Sports? Yeah, definitely check it out, dude. Definitely check it out. You need any help with anything or have any questions, you let me know. If you have me on Twitter, just message me. Joe said, Joey Shakes, anything happened today? Update me. Did Aaron Rodgers get? Aaron Rodgers isn't traded yet, but it's going to happen because they're already trying to trade for. They're already trying to trade for Lazard, and they're trying to sign Randall Cobb right now. So, Michael, what's going on, dude? Yo, Joey, I had to get you, man. Wanted to see your reaction on Chauncey. Yeah, no, I don't believe that. Like, if there was news on Chauncey, this chat would be going real fast right now. Like, that's how I could tell. Like, if the chat's not moving, I could tell. But I appreciate it, though. Kid Alice says Eagles should get DT at 10, Carter and Cansey, go edge 30, Nolan, or I can't say that guy's name, and he had a really good combine. Adabaworo. I don't know. I can't say his name. So shoot the messenger. I don't know. I can't say his name. Jack said it's only 26 million against the Eagles cap, not the new. Yeah, but a team would have to take his cap. That's what I'm saying. A team would have to take his cap hit. It's not if he gets traded to another team, then they would, if they were going to take on his contract would involve that cap number. So that is correct. They would have to take on the cap number. Cal says Slay want that Brandon Brooks deal after he retires. He's still getting paid. I know, dude. Brooks is still getting paid, dude. Jack, the news came out the other day, bro. What are you, dude? He's still getting paid $9.5 million on the books for the 23 season, bro. Still getting paid. I'm trying to find it here. I had it. I retweeted it the other day. Still on contract. Chaotic Ghost says, it's crazy last year no one wanted to trade back or trade picks. Now when we can't afford to really trade back, everyone wants to trade back, no trade back, take best player available. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't care about mid-round picks this year. I don't care about drafting. I'm not trading back to get more bodies and less talent. Why? The more free agents you have right now, why would you go down to not drafting the best guy on the board? That's what I'm saying, bro. Bo said Jack Brandon Brooks getting a check this year from the Eagles. He is 100%. The news came out the other day. Ryan says, so does dead cap in general affect the cap the Eagles have for real a gift season, or is just money we have to pay back and it doesn't count against the yearly cap? The dead cap is something that gets paid to the Eagles. The Eagles can do whatever they want with it. They could spread it out depending on the contracts that are leaving dead cap. So they can spread out money whenever they want. That's pretty much how it works. I don't know 100% how it works, but I know they could spread out dead cap throughout the years and years to pay it off, But that's all I really know about it. Josh says, so it's official that Jurgens is starting at right guard. Oh, it's obviously yes. He's 100%. He's 100% starting at right guard. Jack says team only takes his salary. I don't know, dude. I don't say stuff. I don't just say stuff to get a rise out of people. I say things because that's what I read sometimes. So that's all I'm saying. ADG says last news I heard that was relevant was the Jacoby Myers signing. Yeah, there's been a couple things out, but compared to the Eagles, there's been nothing. Jalen Mills, no. I'm done with that train. You were mistaken. Brooks dead cap with Brooks actually getting money. What is that even? I don't even know what you're even saying, dude. Literally, the Philadelphia Eagles are paying Brandon Brooks $9.5 million for the 23 season that he's not playing in. That's what's happening right now. Ronald Darby's still a free agent too, yeah. Let's say he says, I feel like we're going to run it back for Kelsey. I hope so, bro. Kenny Brooks, I don't know. He probably won't make the team. Probably not. He probably won't make the team at all, to be honest. Probably not. Cowboy fans are like mad at other Cowboy fans. Like, all right, we made a move. Everyone can shut the hell up now. Oh, man. Oh, boy. This is going to be nuts today. Yeah, dude, the news came out the other day, Benny. We still paying Brooks this year. We had some really bad contracts, man. We were paying Brooks when he was coming off injury. Like, Brandon Brooks just became so injury prone year after year. Like, Trey Sermon, I think, still here. I think he is. Steve says, why did they ever let themselves get that hole like that with Brandon Brooks? Well, they did that with Alshon Jeffrey, Malik Jackson, and then obviously the Carson Wentz contract. They dug themselves in the hole after the 17 Super Bowl because they thought they had a window open. They thought they could win with the same roster that they had, even without Nick Foles. Because, Carson had his 1-year wonder of a season. They figured, there was a chance they can get back with the roster. So what didn't help with restructuring all these old players and just rewarding players new contracts because of past achievements, they weren't even giving contracts out they weren't giving extensions out because of what they did, like what they were doing year to year. They were giving contracts on like that Super Bowl. Like, it was really dumb. And they were taking restructures, and with these old players taking restructure after restructure after restructure, and then not drafting well for 4 to 5 years after the Super Bowl, compared to maybe a pick or two, not even that, you dug yourself a hole. Going into that 2021 season, they were 73 to 75 million over the cap that year. They dug themselves a huge hole You know what I mean? So the last couple off seasons, they've been drafting best player available in the draft. No analytical picks. No analytical picks. No players that fit the scheme type picks. They were drafting best player available the past couple years. Past couple, and I think I think Jeffrey Lurie has been a huge problem. I think he's been bashing, Howie. I think he's been in the way of these draft picks. I think he has made some of these draft picks as well. I think Howie was bashing heads with Andy Weidel and Jeffrey Lurie. As soon as Nick Sirianni came in, Jeffrey Lurie stepped back, and Howie got 100% full control. I think the issue is it's not that Howie didn't pick any, great, it's not that Howie never had bad picks, but Howie never had full 100% control, final say of who they're drafting. That's been the issue, and I think the last 2 seasons have shown that now with full control, having last say on this roster, Howie knows what he's doing. That's what I think's been going on. I think Howie has been butting heads with Jeffrey Lurie and the rest of this front office with Andy Weidel for so long. Yeah, I think that's been the total issue. I think that's been the main issue. As much as we thought Howie Roseman had full control, he didn't have full control. That's what I'm saying about this whole entire roster. It's crazy, dude. Jalen Mills want to come back. Let him play safety, not corner, though. Yeah, I would never want him as a cornerback ever again. Slick says, I'm surprised Isaac is still in the free agent after all the other players have got signed already. Come back. No. These guards are getting left tackle money right now. I'm kind of shocked. I don't know why Isaac Samalo is not getting signed yet. I don't know why he wasn't one of the first. I mean, he was in the Super Bowl. I mean, he was on the best team in the NFC. Like, I don't know why nobody went after him. I honestly don't know why, which is kind of weird. The running back market for Miles Sanders has not been good. The running back market has been horrible. That's why the teams would rather franchise tag running backs than sign them to long-term deals, because they'd rather, if they have the cap to pay them for 1 year, they don't want them for a long amount of time and tie them up into so much money and so long. Sorry, my allergies are kind of kicking in a little bit. Robert says Jalen is done. Jalen is done. He still thinks about us. He has his green hair still. He wasn't a good cover DB, but had heart. Yeah, for what he became with the Eagles, being a 6th, 7th round pick, he played well for where he was drafted. He played beyond expectation to where he was drafted. But no, he's not great. Those double moves really killed us. Sorry, my allergies really killed us. So Lai says, Joey, honestly, I think we let go of Slay and Bradbury, push hard for CJ, and go draft Gonzalez at 10. They could do that too. I think if they lose Slay, they want to bring Bradbury back. That's what I think. LeBron Rodgers said, Joey Shakes, can we all agree that I'd be a better owner than Jerry Jones? Because when I say I'm a signer trades for somebody, I'm going to do it, not just say I'm going to do it, not just do it at all. Here's the problem, bro. Like, the problem with an owner being a GM and being in charge of everything, every ounce of your team. Jerry Jones is on a fucking cruise right now. The Joneses are on a cruise. they're on vacation right now. Like, they're actually on a freaking cruise ship right now on vacation and doing free agency. Like they're not even in an office space. They're on a cruise. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. Like, I think the really when the Cowboys really turn their franchise around is when Jerry Jones is 6 feet under, bro. I mean, that's just the truth. Like, as long as that family has control of that, control his family, they don't hire their own GM, they don't hire their own head coach that's going to make their own decisions. Like, I think that's going to be the change, bro. I mean, I'm not trying to wish anything bad on anybody. Once the Joneses have no control over that team anymore, and they let they actually hire a GM to do things for that team, and they don't have no control over it, I think that team will turn around at one point. I think it could happen. You know what I mean? So Galladay is the Giants. Gave him all their money. The Giants pimp. That is funny. I think that's hilarious. Mm. Commanders signing offensive tackle Andrew Wiley to a 3-year, $24 million deal. Oh, man, what a day today. Well, there's really nothing happening, but I'm just saying what a day today. Myron, what's going on? Cal says Mingo says Slade not trash, but the season went on. His play dry. I mean, I think he had a good year, but I think part of it was they never shadowed him on a number one receiver. I think he had a down second half of the season, a downish type year, but he didn't play horrible the whole year. He had a solid year this year, but I don't know if it was. I think part of it was the way Gannon was using him, 8 to 10 yards off the ball. You have to have Slay in somebody's face. You have to have him shadow the number one guy. I thought the perfect game was him shadowing Justin Jefferson. I went to that game at the link and I had so much fun. That was like what you have to do with Slay. And they just didn't do that. They just kept him on one side in space and like they wanted him to react more than like play, you know? Benny says, I have a custom Eagles hat designed by a new company just for you, Joey. Dude, I want to see that hat. I want to see that hat, dude. I need a new hat. I mean, this is just a hat from this is an actual hat from Tractor Supply. From the Tractor Supply store. That's like one of my outside work hats. Pretty much. Jack said, you guys claiming Brooksville gang checks don't understand what dead cap is. I don't know, bro. What I read was they're paying him 9.5 this year on the books. That's all I read. That's what was read. That the Eagles are paying, and that's how it was worded. Eagles, Brandon Brooks is still on the books and being retired for $9.5 million for the 2023 season. So that's how I read it. I don't know if they spread the money out. I don't know what they did. So I have no idea. Migo says, go look at the second Giants game. Look at the PBUs. Oh, Slay gave up that one touch. He gave up that one touchdown. He gave he gave Kenny Golladay his first touchdown of the season. Mid-play Slay is the new name, man. You're not the first one that said it, bro. Trust me. I've been seeing that a lot. They said destroyed by Golladay. The man had one catcher. Slay was right there on him. Yeah, he was. He actually, the coverage was not bad. I mean, Golladay is just a bigger receiver, so he kind of got Harry says, what do you do for work? Well, I do sanitation. I'm a supervisor and I do this. So that's what I do. So, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot at times. So it's a lot at times. We got Super Chat from Shizzo Flex. Thank you so much, man. He says Slay isn't that guy. Literally all the top cornerbacks shut down. Justin Jefferson, go check the stats. Scary Terry roasted him week 10, and he was scared. Dude, it's yeah, I think part of it was that, but part of it was how they lined up these cornerbacks. They lined them up 8 to 10 yards off the ball. Like, and yeah, he gave up some easy receptions this year. I thought Slay just, like, why aren't you shadowing him on number one receivers? And if you do, like, there were times where Slay just didn't look good. I don't know why. This defensive line could have benefited from how good these corners played. So, like I said, if Slay left, I wouldn't even cry about it. I wouldn't be upset about it. I wouldn't even really care about it, to be honest. But they can't trade him right now. It's almost impossible. You know what I mean? I was at CJ meat riding Broncos. Is there more stuff other than him following the players? Is there actually more stuff on him? Let's see here. Hold on one second. All right. So re-signed. Man. So Elliot Short Parks put up a tweet. Not like I read much of what he says. Says Austin Eckler would be a perfect fit for the Eagles offense, would give them a light receiving threat out of the backfield. He is worth paying, and I'd give him the money over some of the defensive free agents that would be surprised of how he gave a 27-year-old running back a new, presumably expensive deal. Yeah, so we heard some news about. All right, so what do we have so far today? So we want to go over what we have so far for Eagles news today. So let me go over. Let me see. So we heard the Elijah Moore. There could be a possible trade for Elijah Moore. Let's see. Quentin Jefferson from the Seahawks, he got cut today, which, he had 5.5 sacks last year. Could be another option for the Eagles at DT for depth, for rotation, if you want to do that. And we found out 49ers free agent cornerback Emmanuel Mosley coming off of an ACL. Eagles, Vikings have a lot of interest in him. But apparently before the injury was a really good player, that coming off of the ACL and obviously being a lot cheaper. So Emmanuel Mosley could be another option for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, these safeties that signed today, so you had Cowboys with Donovan Wilson. So Cowboys with Donovan Wilson and a couple other safeties that got signed, which is interesting. They got was actually really interesting. They're only getting paid like $6 to $8 million a year on some contracts. Jesse Bates got paid the big bag pretty much. Chauncey's the only one that hasn't signed the past 2 days. Like, what is the holdup right now? What's the holdup right now? Trying to figure it out, dude. Like, what's the issue? Because I don't know what the issue is. Money, guess, but where was Golladay on the playoff game? Why didn't he destroy Slay when it mattered? Yeah, he had one catch. He did, I don't know, dude. I felt like Slay just, I don't know. I feel like if you don't give Slay something to do, like be a shadow that number one guy and have a focus on something during a game instead of leaving him on one side, being 6 to 10 yards off the ball. Like, I just feel like he doesn't. We don't get the best out of him, not because he's not giving us his best, but the way we put him in that situation. I don't know. I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. But hey, it's we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. I think a lot of people wouldn't mind if Slay was gone, to be honest. Probably a lot of people don't want Slay here. Yeah, the Giants don't have any. They don't. They signed Shepard to a 1-year deal, and Odell hasn't signed yet to a team, so that's one to look out for. They could draft, but I don't, dude. Like, for some reason with Odell, like, I don't know, man. I think Odell could still play, but I don't know. I think he still could help a team, no doubt. And staying healthy is probably the number one thing he's got to do. Are there no chances, Joey? You think that work if we the team takes his cap money for. Yeah, but are you really gonna want to take on $26 million in dead cap? You're really gonna take on a cap hit of $26 million for the year and trade him for nothing and trade him for a late round pick? No friggin' way, dude. You're going to take on $26 million, but get 17. It makes no sense. You're going to take on $26 million, but get seven. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to trade him. It absolutely makes no sense. You're getting a big cap hit, but you're getting money back, and what you're getting back for, you're not getting any money back for Slay. You're gonna get charged a $27 million cap hit and get $21 million in dead cap. It makes no sense if you trade him right now. Post June, if you trade him, you get $17.5 million in cap space, and you don't owe him anything else, which is good. There's a little bit of dead cap, like I forgot what the number. It's like maybe $7-8 million, but that's easy to eat up. That's not hard to eat up. But you get 17 back, which is good. They haven't restructured Lane Johnson at all. So Austin Eckler would be interesting at running back, though. I think he'd be really interesting because you could put him in the passing game, and once he gets past the second level, dude, he's a track star, bro. He is. Chauncey's injury still, I mean, for missing 4 to 5 games, I don't know how much that goes into it. Maybe it does. I don't know. But Slick said, if we don't sign Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, does that mean we're going to have to use our 30th pick in the draft on a safety? I don't know. It really, if he leaves, then I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. Thanks that you missed 10 games last 2 seasons. Maybe that will hurt his money. And we'll see. Derek said, I think it's good that Bradbury and CJ haven't already left. I want at least one of them to stay, preferably CJ. Or they could get both. You never know. CJ might want a super bag. You got to know his worth. He played safety for 1 season. Yeah, he played a new position for 1 year. He's been playing nickel pretty much his whole career with the Saints. You know what I mean? I'd be worried if CJ didn't think he was a top 5 safety. So it says he only been a safety for 8 games, not worth more money than Bates. Yeah, but wouldn't that really surprise you though? I don't know. It's really tough for me to say. It's really tough for me to even say, dude. It's tough. If playing safety for 1 year and being, I think we're nitpicking too much. I think we're trying to find every reason for him not to for him to sign cheaper. I get it, but we got super chat for Chisel Flex. Thank you so much, man. He says they could trade him now. The details will be official till June 1st. They'll be designated. Yeah, but that's the issue though. We won't get that money till June. We could trade him, and if it's designation for June 1st, we won't get that money till June 1st. There's no way they get that money now. The $17.5 million, there's no way they get it. That's what I'm saying. The issue is not me not wanting to trade Slay. If they trade Slay, I really wouldn't care. But we got to get that money back. We got to get that $17.5 million. But we can't do that right now. That's the issue. If we were able to get that money right now, I would do it. But we can't get the money right now. So with a pure restructure for Slay, if Slay just said, just restructure me, we'd get $13 million right now. No issue, no problem, nothing. But because he wants this freaking extension now and he wants more money on top of it, more than $17 million than what he's getting paid $17 million this year. That's the problem right now. Pisses me off, dude. I really hope that this isn't messing up what we're doing, man. I really hope it doesn't. I'm hoping it's not. I really hope it's not. Thanks. He played wide receiver in high school. Stoney says, I hope Lamar goes to the Commanders. Oh, don't say that. You know how much I'm more competitive? Dude, that's gonna be a dangerous team. I'm not a big Lamar Jackson fan, but with those weapons over there, it's going to be a dangerous. Dude, like, we gotta watch out if he goes to Washington. I am telling you, it's gonna be crazy. You know how the Eagles are against mobile quarterbacks, especially one, and him. He's a different species of mobile. Trust me. G said Sonjigara is better than Bates, and Bates was getting torched last year. Just ask the Bengals fans. I also see Sonjigara Johnson is more versatile and can play at cornerback and safety at a high level. Those, yeah, and that's no. I mean, playing nickel and can play at safety is great. So if you have injuries, you can always move him around. You can do whatever you want with him. And if you draft more safeties or get more safeties in the building on top of Reed Blankenship, you might use him as your moving piece for your defense and line him up wherever. You know, where you need him for matchups. You know what I mean? Like, he's got versatility. He's got a lot of value, man. He's got a lot of value. Jackson Tron's guards like Tron Diggs, that picks make him seem better. Nah, dude, it's not just the picks. Like, I think he's a great player without the picks. I think he puts himself in good position to be a ball hawk. There's no doubt about it. But I think he's better than Diggs. I think he's coverage wise. I think he's better than Diggs. That's what I think as a cornerback. I think Chauncey's better. To be honest with you, Boston Scott Giants daddy. Well, that is true. Roberts 1,000 troll. They didn't shut Jalen down 22. Do you know that the year it's 23 and they still have the same defense? Guys are dumb, dude. Logan Dallas says, is it possible Bradbury and CJ did not get the market they foresaw based on the safeties and corners? Yeah, probably. The market's probably not going well. Yeah, for corner. I mean, what corners got big money this year? I don't think any corners got big money this year. I'm trying to think, like, the running back market's down, the cornerback market's down, which is good. The more days that go by, guys, every day that goes by, every time you wake up in the morning and Chauncey's not signed yet, it's a good sign. Every time you wake up in the morning and Bradbury's not signed yet, it's a good sign that the Eagles can get him for a lot more cheaper. I'm telling you, it's a little different, dude. It's a little different. Well, we're down to 2 hours and 30 minutes of this stream today for the Philadelphia Eagles free agency. We have 521 in the chat right now. If you guys haven't subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate so much. Cover the Eagles every single day. We're getting ready for another day of free agency tomorrow. We'll be streaming tomorrow as well. Same time, 11 o'clock. We'll be streaming tomorrow, ready to go. If you guys haven't subscribed. Like this stream. If you guys haven't, guys, we're at 256 likes. Let's try to get the likes to 300 likes for the live stream. I definitely appreciate it so much, guys. It's been a quiet day, but we've had a lot to talk about. But I'll definitely have a video out, a premiere video out tonight on what happened and what's going on, and it should be pretty cool. We're gonna stream for another half hour. We're gonna hit the 3-hour mark. That's probably where we're gonna go with this stream, probably the 3-hour mark. And yeah, man, I'm pretty pumped. If you guys haven't, checked the pinned comment out for join the Shake Squad Army today on the draft highlight reaction, some of the extra draft stuff we have on the lowest tier, $2. It's not much. There's a lot of content there I already put out. If you guys haven't joined the Discord, join my Discord. It's in the live chat. The link is there. We do voice chats with all you guys instead of commenting on videos all the time, which at some point it does get old because I feel like I want to do more than that. We do voice chats on Discord as well. Talk to you guys, subscribers, everybody, just like hang out and chill out. I actually connected my PS5 to the Discord. So now like I can actually invite people to the party on Discord from the PS5 and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But definitely join the Discord. Click that link, guys. Do appreciate it so much. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let's get the likes up to 300 if we can. Buy a half hour if we can. I do appreciate it so much from everybody. It's been fun, man. We did this last year. I remember I started doing this last year. We did it for about 2 weeks. We stream. We streamed like 2 weeks straight. I think a free agency, like 2 weeks straight. And I think after 2 weeks, I was done after that. Uh, you know what I mean? So we're going to be streaming every single day this week at 11 o'clock every day for 3 hours, probably a day. I did 3 hours. I didn't realize I even did 3 hours yesterday until like later in the stream. I was like, damn, we're over 2.5 hours. Pretty crazy. So I am, yeah, it's pretty nuts right now, dude. Pretty nuts. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, we're 16, 17 a year. CJ plays in safety, nickel, and cornerback. If you, oh yeah, no, he plays all three, dude. Plays all three. I think he could do it, man. Robert says Slay talks too much and be so mid. Steve says, why did Howie wait until free agency started to try to restructure Slay? He knew he was going to need the cap space, so why didn't he do it earlier? It could have been. I think the original plan was they thought that. I think Howie thought in his own head that Slay would have took the restructure like no problem, would have took it. But they ran into a little bit of a setback. I think that's what he thought, and it didn't happen. So now Slay's not looking for a trade, but his agent is doing his due diligence to try to see what's out there and to see what can get done. So Brian says Joey Shakes Lamar turned down a 3-year, $133 million contract. It's crazy, dude. Funny though. Mingo says, "Man, wow, Isaiah and Jack Dwight are on cocaine." People get really. I swear to God, when we talk about big play Slay, we talk about big play Slay, big mid Slay, whatever the case may be. Fans go at it, man. I already noticed, dude. Like, I put something on Twitter and it had over 22,000. It had over 22,000 views on it, and people were like, I would say, like, if this Slay thing keeps going on, it can become a big problem. And people were like, "Oh, it's not because of Slay." I'm like, people just make up their own narrative when they comment on shit, and it's just like, that's not what I said, dude. Chauncey's excellent slot corner, but overrated as safety. I don't think so, bro. I think you're going to find out if you don't have Chauncey Gardner-Johnson at safety this year. You're going to see why we wanted him that badly. Somebody offered Jackson $200 million guaranteed. $18 million. I don't. The Eagles aren't signing him at $18 million. That's not happening. It's not happening at all. So, Jimmy Kempsky, thank you for Ryan for putting. Jimmy Kempsky just put out a tweet with like a yawning tweet because the Eagles have been like crickets, bro. They've been crickets all day today. I really hope like Howie's didn't fall asleep. He slept late today or something. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. But damn, dude, like it's crazy today. It's crazy today. I should put out a tweet putting out fucking yawning right now. So the Chargers have granted permission for Austin Ekeler to seek a trade. So it's happening now. So that one's interesting. See where he ends up. I don't know why people are like, why? No, I'm not doing that. I would do it in a heartbeat. Like the Dolphins, bro, like they're just signing out. They create so much cap space, though. They create a lot of cap space. Later on with Jalen Hurts' contract, they're going to create a lot of cap space too later on as well. Like they'll restructure Hurts in a few years, if they create more cap, they'll do it. It'll happen. Now they already got Raheem Mostert. Now the Dolphins are looking in on the Dalvin Cook situation. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, it's crazy. Like, I see all these teams do all these moves and yet don't do a damn thing in the season. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're like Howie Roseman, like they try to like Howie got interviewed at the combine, and it was just so funny where like, usually He said when teams try to copy other teams, they're not 10 steps ahead, or they're still far behind or something. Like he wouldn't say like, yeah, like no one could do it like me, you know? Imagine if free agency last year was fun. Oh, dude. Well, dude, free agency wasn't. We didn't have a big free agency. We signed Hassan Reddick, and nothing happened until the draft. Like we signed Reddick, and nothing really happened until the draft. We didn't really have a crazy free agency last year. Like Reddick was obviously Reddick came here for less money. You know what I mean? I get it. I don't know, man. Gatto advice that we should restructure some contracts, bring back CJ and Bradbury, then trade up for Jalen Carter if he slips to 7. That's what I think they should do, man. That's what I think. I mean, they have to restructure contracts. They haven't restructured Lane, and the only two contracts you can restructure for Cap. I'll show you this right now. I showed it yesterday's stream. People are gonna be like, "What?" I'm like, dude, it's really true. It's pretty crazy right now. Like, look at this. Look at this. Okay. Look at. Sorry, I'm trying to I can't make this bigger, which kind of sucks because you really can't see it all. But if you look really closely with like a magnifying glass, if you go to the Eagles, so this is the Eagles roster on overthecap.com. This is the whole entire roster right now. Okay. And it tells you the cap hits, guaranteed money, base salary, all that shit. If you go to restructure, the top two contracts that can get restructured to get a lot of cap for are Darius Slay and Lane Johnson. If you look at Slay making $17 million this year, he has a bonus of 8.6 this year, $26 million cap hit. Okay. If you restructure Slay, you get $12.2 million back in cap savings. But he doesn't want to restructure. He wants an extension and for the Eagles to save money, but his $26 million cap number is too much. Second is Lane Johnson. $14 million base salary, making 14 this year. Okay. $24 million cap hit for Lane Johnson. 24 and 26 for both of these players. If you restructure Lane Johnson, you get $10 million in cap space. So why haven't the Eagles restructured Johnson? Johnson has taken so much restructures the past, for a long time. He's taken restructure. I don't think there's a problem with him taking a restructure. I don't know why they just haven't done it yet. I doubt he doesn't want to do it. Then if you look down this whole entire list right now, if you restructure any of these players, you're getting 251, 268, 192, 400, 200, 200, 200, 775, 0, 120, 2. You're not getting any money from any of these other players from restructures. The top two players on restructure that you can get a lot of cap back for is Big Play Slay and Lane Johnson. That's where I'm coming. That's where I'm kind of going with this whole entire thing right now. So it's tough, but I mean, it should be easy, but oh God, it's such a headache going through this every year. I swear. The Discord link's expired. Why does it expire so quick? Hold on. Make sure when you get into the Discord as well, make sure that you actually you pick your team first in the pick your team thing when you get into the Discord. This way, when people see you, they know what fan you are of what team. All right, there's the Discord link. That's the new Discord link. I got it. It's up. The Discord link is up. Join the Discord. See here. CJ overrated. Definitely not. Definitely not. Let's see here. From what free agency has told me with the Chauncey Gardner-Johnson situation is that if they let Epps walk as well, and he really didn't get paid that much, if they let Epps walk, it really is starting to tell. It's a little telling now that they're really trying to get Chauncey back. So appreciate it, Joe. Tom said new motto until Howie gets it done. You what doesn't care about today, tomorrow. Mayor says, breaking, Aaron Rodgers has given the Jets a wishful of free agents he wants the team to sign, including Odell, Allen Lazard, Randall Cobb, and Mercedes Lewis. Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, that's crazy. So, yeah, he's already on the team. Lazard will be there. I think Lazard will be there. Cobb will be there. I know there's already rumors. That's why I saw the Mercedes Lewis news. There, that might be another guy they might. Dude, the Jets are going to be rocking. Those fans are going to be like coming out of the Jets fans are going to be coming out of the caves this year. Dank says we get a mid-play slay. We heard you at first 95 times. Dude, they're going to have to restructure Lane. They have to do it. I don't think they have a choice. They have to restructure Lane. They need more. They have to. They don't have it. I don't even think they have enough money right now to sign their draft picks for this year. But they don't. I don't even think they have enough money for that right now. You know what I mean? I don't think they have enough money. Thanks. If you had an actual knowledge, you know that. Jack says, and what just read should tell you Eagles are between a rock and a hard place. Why you guys surprised the Eagles quiet is in Walmart credit card over limit. Let's see here. Matt said, I think Howie may try and flip Slay for more picks. Resign Bradbury and CJ to bring up Weatherspoon pick 10. I mean, it sounds good, but the trading Slay thing makes no sense because they're not freeing up any money right now. That's the issue I have. Even if you trade Slay on a designation for June 1st, that money will not free up till June 1st. So you're not getting any money for Slay right now. You're going to get money for Slay when the draft's over with and free agency is pretty much done with. So got Hector. What's going on, Hector? So what up, Joey? I always watch your channel. Keep up the good work. Appreciate Hector so much, man. Thank you so much, dude. Having fun the past few days, man. I love the off season. I love speculation. I love rumors. I love all that shit. I love it. I take too much. I absolutely love it, dude. It's a lot of fun. So we got a super chat from Mr. Rudy Poo. What's going on, dude? Says, well, to my understanding, Wednesday is the deadline for restructures. Going to hear something soon. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. So there's an actual deadline. Dude, trust me, I'm surprised over this. A restructured deadline. Interesting. Hey, look, maybe they're waiting. I mean, maybe they're waiting to free that up. I don't know. But Lane's definitely getting. I 100% guarantee Lane will get restructured. He will. If he doesn't, I'll be shocked. I'll be really shocked if they don't. But I think it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We got a member chat from John Castelloni. What's going on, dude? A member for 10 months of the Shake Squad Soldier Tier. Thank you so much, dude. He says, fellow Eagles fans, can we just trust Howie for once? I don't think it's anybody not trusting Howie. I just think we're just kind of designating what he's gonna do. I don't know what he's gonna do. I really don't. I have no idea. I wish I had the answers, but I don't. But we'll see though. Matt says, after Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who would be your most realistic and then out of the box free agent signing us to make? Adrian Amos. Adrian Amos from the Packers, because a spot track on the money he should be getting, it's like 3 years, $6.5 million. So he won't be expensive. He's older, but he won't be as expensive. I mean, that's one guy I've thought of through the process if they don't sign Chauncey. I thought I had another guy on the list. I forgot what other free agent, affordable, obviously, not one that's out of the box. That's going to be impossible to get. Yeah, I didn't know that, bro. I never knew that. Yeah, that's why people were saying that, I guess. Well, that sucks because now I know that. I've had that link up there like all the time now. No, the Great says not a lot of people that comment on how the Eagles should do things on a list. They have no idea how dumb they sound. And sorry, they resigned Bradbury and Slay, draft Bijan 30. Yeah, dude, there's nothing. It's not them being dumb. It's just like people have dreams of what this roster could look like. It doesn't mean that people can have an opinion about it. Like I have some ridiculous things that they could do, but do I think they're going to do them? No, but I could fantasize, I could dream, I could do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with people like going crazy. Like, there are some Eagles fans that don't, necessarily know anything about cap, or like, some Eagles fans don't know. I most of what I say is not always right, but I am right about some things that happen, but I'm not always right in general. You know what I mean? I'm not always right about the draft. I'm not always right about free agents. I'm not always right about what the Eagles should do. And sometimes, like, the Eagles kind of prove to me, like, holy crap, like, like their idea is much better than mine. That's just what happens, If Slay is all about the Eagles team, he'll restructure his deal to help the Eagles. Yeah, I mean, look, he wants more money. I'm not saying Slay doesn't deserve more money. Like, if he wants more money, then he deserves it, whatever the case may be. But because of the Eagles' financial situation, he doesn't fit into our plans. It doesn't mean I don't like Slay or think he's selfish. I just don't think it fits us right now. He wants a 3-4 year deal. I mean, I don't know if he wants that, but what type of extension is he looking for? 3-4 years, like at 32 years old? Like, I'm just not into it. I'm not into, I think Slay could still play. I still think he's a good cornerback, but on an extension for 3 to 4 years, or how long does he want to stay? He wants to retire an Eagle. He wants to be here for the rest of his career, but what is this extension going to look like? It's nothing against Slay. It's nothing against what he wants. It's not. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. He's being selfish. He's the captain. What is? I know fans have been saying that he's selfish. But I think this is just a problem right now that they really got to figure out, because this is really holding us a little bit on some cap that we could potentially get. Could get $12 million right now. Boom, cash money right now. But the $26 million cap hit, Howie Roseman is being smart. He doesn't want to have that hit. That's the issue. That's the issue right now. And he'll say, would you take less money at your job so your company can grow bigger? No, I get it, dude. I get it. But these guys are getting paid millions of dollars. Like, this isn't just a job, dude. These guys are getting paid millions. Like, at your job, you're not getting paid $17 million for the year. Okay. I don't like when people compare their job to our jobs. They're getting millions. We're either getting paid hourly, or when you're working under somebody, we can only get paid. If you don't work for yourself, you're only getting paid as much as they want to pay you. Like, that's just what it is, dude. Like, at jobs that we have, we always can't get raises. And if we get a 50 cent or a 25-cent raise, a 75-cent raise, a $1 raise, like when you ask for raises, small raises like that, like whether it's what's it called? Union raises every year. You'll get like a union raise every year or something. You always get a union raise every year. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's getting paid $17 million for the year, bro. Like, it's $17 million. He's not getting paid $21 an hour. Like comparing that job to everyday jobs that we have to survive every day, it's totally different, bro. It's not the same. Like, we can I don't even know what this means, but it sounds, you know what I mean? Like, Like, oh man, like, it's just these guys get a lot of money, dude. And that's why people are just like, dude, like he's getting paid $17 million and like it's not enough. Like, like that's how some people are, man. So that's how some people are. It's like, oh man, like I don't want like these players will make a big deal out of if he gets paid 17, he'll be like, oh, I should be getting paid 20 instead of 17. Like an extra $3 million makes a difference. Yeah, I guess it does, but like you're already getting paid. You know what I mean? Like it's pennies. Like an extra $3 million to these guys is pennies. It's not. They act like it's bigger than what it is, but it's really pennies at the end of the day. If he's already making 17 and he wants to get paid 20, $3 million, an extra $3 million is pennies. You know what I mean? Like, Joe says, compared to what they are making, we are making peanuts. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's just the truth, man. Like, I'm not calling I'm not calling Slay selfish. Like I'm not calling him selfish. I have nothing against him wanting more money. It's just what he wants just doesn't fit into our plans. We got an extension for Hurts to start paying next year. We need we're getting all these comp picks for next year. Like, you know what I mean? It's just that's just what it is, dude. Marco Lera says it's 25% increase. That's pennies, bro. You're talking he's making 17, he makes an extra 3 million. That's you think that makes a big difference? That makes no difference at all. It's no difference, bro. But I get it. I get it. Who does Slay think he is? I just think it's funny how people I think it's funny how people react to the news. Oh my god. I laugh at it. Like, I don't know if that was like supposed to be funny or that was supposed to be like serious. I just Oh god. Oh my god. I gotta laugh. We gotta laugh. Oh my god. Hold on one second. Oh god. I'm good. Who does Slay think he is? I'm sorry. I had to laugh at that. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm not dead yet. I just choked. Pat says Michael Thomas back on the Saints. God, another player that's a waste. Talk about a shitty contract. 100 70, 80 million dollars guaranteed, 100 million dollars. Another guy on a contract. All right, checking Twitter now. trying to get myself together here. The Saints are expected to retain Michael Thomas, an incentive-laden one-year deal to keep in New Orleans for the 2023 season. The NFL's best one healthy. God damn, bro. Man, I'm sorry. I apologize. So it looks like they're keeping Michael Thomas for another year. Give another weapon for Derek Carr. From what it looks like. The Vikings are re-signing starting center Garrett Bradbury. Other than that, there's nothing going on. It is quiet. I love when they I love when they say breaking, like Michael Thomas is like breaking news, like Jalen Ramsey was breaking news or something. Sorry, but I just didn't. I'm all right. I'm all right. Jose says Slay lost it a bit on the second half of the season, but yet they want to pass blame on Gannon. Now they're I mean, I'm not putting too much on Gannon, but did they play enough press this year? Probably not. Were they 8 to 10 yards off the ball a lot this year? They were, but there were times when Slay gave up some easy receptions this year. So. Yo, Brennan, what's going on, dude? Hope you're having a good day, man. He said, "Have you tried Prime by Logan Paul? What is that? I don't know what that is." So why is Joey? Why is it quiet today for NFL news? For the Eagles, it's really there's been nothing today. There's been absolutely nothing. So Sports WIP put out, the Chargers have granted Austin Eckler permission. They have Howie's picture next to it, which means absolutely nothing. The Seahawks are tendering safety Ryan Neal in the lowest level. A bit of a surprise for Neal. Started 10 games last season for the team. Let's see here. Let's see. There's nothing, bro. I'm looking. Oh, here we go. We got a new signing for the Steelers. Looks like the Steelers have agreed to terms with Nate Herbig on a 2-year worth $8 million, $4 million guaranteed. Pittsburgh assistant GM Andy Weidel, he left the Eagles, if you guys remember, last year, was in Philly when Herbig was with the Eagles and believes in him as a starter. Herbig was a good player for us, man. They tried to trade him during the draft last year and couldn't get anything. They had a second-round tender. I think they had a tender on Herbig. So they wanted a second-round pick for Herbig, and it never happened. So Herbig's with the Steelers now. He played both guard spots. He was a very good, versatile offensive lineman for us. I really liked him a lot. He was a good player. Good player. He deserves that little chunk change right there. Roberts' big thunder thighs. Gabo says, that dip killing your throat, bro. Gotta take it easy. That shit long term. Yeah, I know. I need to quit. I really need to quit. My mouth is fine. Like, I always check myself, but I mean, I brush my teeth like 3 times a day. I floss 3 times a day. But it's messy. And yeah, I've been doing it since my freshman year of high school. So I've been doing it. But when sports come around the corner, like, I dip the most. Like during Eagles games, I dip the most. Like, I just at the game, I gotta. It's crazy. I used to do the red man shoe. I used to love getting like that bubble yum, like that big ass bubble gum. Put the bubble gum in your mouth, chew it up, and then like wrap that red man in a nice ball, and then wrap the bubble gum around it, and then throw it in for 3-4 hours. Man, shit stays juicy for hours. I haven't done that in so long. But it's like 11, 12. It's like $12 for a pack of Red Man now. It's crazy. It's like I pay $8.50 here for a can of dip now. It's crazy. What, pouches? I'm not doing pouches, bro. I used to do pouches. I used to do like the Poland Spring bottle in high school. I used to do the Poland Spring bottle in my hoodie, in my wrist, and like the bottom of my hoodie, like the little Poland Spring bottles. And I used to like put my hand up to my face during class. I used to do that shit all the time. Thoughts on? Xavier said if we can get Thielen and Cook from the Vikings, that would be Cook is not going to happen because his cap number is too high. It's like $15 million. It's not going to happen. Thielen could be low risk, high reward signing. Slay has been trying to recruit Adam Thielen, which is pretty cool. But Elijah Moore, I'm starting to get intrigued a little bit. What would the Jets take for Elijah Moore? I think Elijah Moore wants out. If Aaron Rodgers is literally telling like the front office for the Jets, I want this, I want Odell, I want Lazard, I want all these guys, he's going to be the odd man out, man. He's going to be the odd man out. And I think that would be the bona fide move they would get right there as your number 3, very reliable. But if not, Adam Thielen is very reliable still. Adam Thielen's really not a number 2 anymore. Obviously, the Vikings want to get younger, and Thielen's not the same player he used to be, but he's reliable. Got reliable hands. So I bet you wore a lot of hunting clothes. No, I was the biggest jock I was the biggest jock. I was a huge jock in high school. I was like the hoodie jeans. I wore like the same shit every fucking day. Pretty much. Sarah said he'd be a nice pickup. We may be able to use him as special teams. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. Definitely, I'm not turning down special teams play. That's for sure. I'm not turning that down at all. I ain't turning that down. Robert says, Joey, come down here today with a big bubblegum chew jaw and see the reactions. Oh, dude. I miss doing Red Man, bro. I miss doing that shit. I've been tempted. Every time I go to the deli, get a 10, I'm always like, can I have a bag of Red Man? And then, I never do it. But, yo, George, what's going on, dude? It's been a while. Said, what's going on, Joey? Just waiting to see something that shows Eagles resign Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. But there is a chance the Eagles could trade for Austin Ekeler, King Henry, or Elijah Moore. Thoughts? Yes. King Henry, we'll see. Austin Ekeler is an interesting one because you can pass him out of the backfield. When he gets to that second level vertically with his speed, he's a home run hitter. Elijah Moore, yes, I would love it. Even Adam Thielen, bro. I think there's a lot of options here you have with some of these guys. So I'm on board, man. I appreciate you coming to the stream. Style Man says Joey used to steal all the nerds' lunch money. No, I never did that. I never was a bully. Never was. I was an angry kid back in high school and thank God, football saved my life. That's why football saved my life because I was going down a really bad path. All my friends were like drug addicts. All my friends, most of the friends I had are either dead or in jail. Most of them dead, or passed away, or became big drug addicts, big drug users over the years. I made new friends over the years, but no, I never did that, man. I didn't have a great life at home during high school. I lived in a studio apartment with my father, like a 1-bedroom. It was horrible. It was really, really bad. I mean, you guys don't know much about my life, but my teenage years were horrible. I went to college. I played college football for a couple years. I didn't play for long. I played at Utica, upstate New York. I think it was Division III football at a private college for 3 years. And that was it. I had to get out of college. I didn't even graduate college because my father, kind of stuck me. He didn't do right financially by me and kind of screwed me a long time ago. So that's stuff you don't know about me, but yeah, that's the shit that happened, unfortunately. But yeah, that's where we're at. But everything's great now. Everything's really good now in my life. So Jackson, checking your gums doesn't help because dude, I know, bro. I get it. I've been doing it. I'm 32 years old, bro. I know it's bad. I know just checking my gums doesn't help. Yes, I know. I get it. I remember in health class back in high school, we were watching a video on gum cancer, and one of the guys that I was friends with, he quit dipping that day because of what he saw, and I didn't care. I didn't care after that day, George says, haven't been able to make on a lot of streams lately because of work. Dude, I get it, man. You're busy, bro. Yo, Dagger, what's going on, dude? I hope you're having a good day, man. Just chilling. Free agency stream day 3. of reaction of free agency, and this is day 2 of the legal tampering period for the Philadelphia Eagles. As of right now, Robert says, I was a class clown. There's always that class clown, bro. Yeah, bro. Sometimes, yeah, that's how you get through it, man. Good for you, Joey, for getting out of the mud. Yeah, bro. Like, look, my parents like never supported me. Like, I didn't have guidance from my parents. You know, like, here's another thing I'll tell you. Like, my mother left me when I was 9 years old. Okay, and like, she's back in town now. I don't really have a relationship with my mother at all. My father, I kind of do now, but it's like, you know, he's a lot of stuff happened in the past, but I don't really have, you know, I didn't really have support from my parents. I made a lot of mistakes because I didn't have support from my parents. Like, I made a lot of bad decisions, you know, but that's the part of growing up, dude. And how do you move forward and how do you take that next step forward, you know? Yeah, I'm not gonna get into too much personal stuff, but that's part of the story, you know? And here I am, a new man. No, here I am. So, Jane said, "Yeah, Austin Eckler is so fucking good. The Chargers are letting the $6 million contract." Whoa. So you're saying that they're paying they're. Oh no. Yeah, so he's going to cost 6 point. Yeah, so he will cost 6.2 for the year, right? Is that what we're saying here? That's it. If we're looking for a new slot receiver, Marvin Mims Jr. out of Oklahoma impressed me at the combine. He'd be a good pick. Dude, Marvin Mims is a beast. Like, I think he would be such a great number 3. I did a video on him in the memberships, and I watched a lot of tape on him behind the scenes because I don't do tape study for YouTube because it takes too long. But when it comes to like what he could do, contested catching, route running is really not that bad. He needs to be a little bit more polished, but his hands, he's got really strong hands too, man. Marvin Mims is going to be something, bro. I think whatever team gets him is going to be nice. Jerry said the Dolphins use Hill so well in the pre-snap motions, we could adopt some of that leverage, Devon's speed to take the top off. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're going to use him, bro. I don't know if they're really going to use him that much. Myron said the defense in the draft will get us back to the Super Bowl. So yeah, so you're talking about your high school days back in 1878. What the fuck? Bro, I'm 32, bro. 1878. When I was riding my horse, you know, tumbleweed rolling around. You know, back in those days when you got shot, you couldn't fix a gunshot. Oh, 314 likes. That's awesome. And we hit the 3-hour mark. I think we're going to be done with this stream. It's dead. I mean, there's nothing going on, bro. I'm probably going to get a video done, put a premiere out for it tonight, and be done today. It's yeah. Yeah, dude, I get it, man. I get it. I appreciate it, bro, very much. Appreciate it, bro, very much. Yeah, Wazza, thank you so much, dude. Thanks for coming in. Let's see here. So yeah, there's nothing there's nothing going on. So I might just call it a day for today. 3-hour stream. We did 6 hours of streaming the past 2 days. So we're streaming tomorrow. What's today? Tuesday. We're streaming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're going to stream Saturday and have the shakedown that day. So we'll have 2 streams that day. A lot to do here. A lot to do. So I had a fun time. I mean, look, we'll find out. If anything breaks, I will definitely do a video. But I'm going to do a video probably early. I'm not going to wait a few hours. Probably nothing's going to happen. But of course, when I make this video, probably something's going to happen. So I'm going to do videos of obviously players that we could still acquire that are going to be cheap. All the rumors that have been going on, really, nothing really going on. So, Elijah Moore, we'll talk about Adam Thielen. We'll talk about a whole bunch of stuff on the video today. And we'll get this thing going. So, we have we have 351 still in the chat. If you guys haven't subscribe to the channel. Cover the Eagles every single day, all year long. Really, the only time that you're not barely gonna see me, but where my videos won't be active as much is between June and July. June and July is where I really take vacation, just to let you guys know. By those times, I'm on vacation. I'll do a video like every other day. I'm not gonna do videos every single day. Like June and July are dead months of football because nothing's going on. There's nothing going on those months. So just to kind of give you guys a heads up. But thank you for all the super chats today. I appreciate it. Thank you for people joining the Discord as well. If you guys haven't joined the Discord, please join the Discord. Oh my God, that thing expires every 2 seconds. It's so annoying. It's really annoying. Let me put it in there again for you guys in case. I have a Discord. I do voice chats with people, like group chats in the Shake Squad hideout on there as well. So that is the Discord. Definitely click that. Join the Discord. Make sure you pick your team in the hashtag pick your team. This way, when people talk to you, they know what fan of what team you are in the NFC East. It's for Cowboys, Washington Commander fans, and Giant fans as well. So which is really cool. And we talk about a lot of things on there, which is awesome. Gets closer to you guys. So definitely subscribe, like the stream, join that Discord, and check out those memberships, guys, in the pinned comment as well, because we do the draft highlight reactions a lot more. I don't know if I'm going to do any draft. I didn't do any draft stuff yesterday. I don't know if I'm doing any draft stuff today because free agency is kind of going crazy right now, but I'm definitely going to load up on them probably tomorrow, the next day, most likely. It's just been kind of nuts right now. So I didn't get done until like 1 a.m. yesterday. It was a long day yesterday. So I might take a little break early, later today, and see what's going on. But definitely hit the Discord, hit the pinned comment for some memberships. Very cheap for the extra content you're going to get. Like the stream. Appreciate it. We got the 336 likes, which is good. We got the 400 yesterday. We got the 336 today. So definitely like the stream up and definitely subscribe to the channel. So no updates on Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. There's nothing going on. Absolutely nothing today. So it's going to be really interesting. We'll see what happens. And we're ready to go, man. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully, as soon as I end this, no news comes out because I feel like it's going to happen. Usually when I end stuff early. Well, not early. We've been streaming for 3 hours and 12 minutes as of right now. So, yeah. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back with another live stream tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. I think we're going to start at 11 o'clock. That's perfect time for us. And we'll be back tomorrow. You guys enjoy your day. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, Shake Squad up, follow slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.